Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Michaela's Mobile Spa, Michaela! Michaela got a quick business insurance quote from Progressive and chose from over 30 customizable coverages. Sure, it helps she's her only employee and does literally everything, but while others would rest on their laurels, Michaela was hard at work saving big. So take that, hypothetical other employee who doesn't exist. Be your own Michaela. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage is not available in all states or for all vehicles and coverage selections.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-275-1728. That's 800-275-1728.
On the Mustang Sports Network from Learfield, SMU Mustangs football is on the air.
The SMU offense having its way with Boston College 2 weeks ago, posting their first 500-yard game of the season, and much of the scoring turned in by redshirt freshman running back Derek McFall.
Jennings out of the shotgun gives Derek McFall, touchdown SMU! Hits it wide left, Derek McFall, blocker in front, and touchdown SMU! Hands it to Derek McFall, running left, finds a little lane, has a first down and more. McFall to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. How about 3 scores today?
McFall scores his 3 touchdowns on just 5 carries from scrimmage, leading the Mustangs to a 45-13 thumping of the Eagles. So for the 3rd straight year in late November, SMU is in the thick of the conference championship race. They don't completely control their own destiny other than needing to win out, and they try to start that winning today with Louisville. The Cardinals coming to Dallas off back-to-back losses, but they have won all 3 of their road games this season. It's the home finale at Ford, SMU, and Louisville next.
On the Mustang Sports Network from Learfield, Mustang football is brought to you by SeatGeek, the official marketplace of SMU football. Find tickets to SMU games and more. SeatGeek, Revel XP. Upgrade your game day with Revel XP. SMU Game Day starts here. Your North Texas Ford dealers are a proud sponsor of SMU Athletics. Ford is the best in Texas. Milestone, DFW's #1 choice for electrical, AC, and plumbing. Visit ColeMilestone.com today. We'll fix it in a flash. Also by Rhythm Energy, proud sponsor of SMU Athletics. Switch and save on electricity today. From the Milestone Radio booth, let's join the 2-time winners of the Texas Broadcast News Awards Best Radio Play-by-Play, Rich Phillips, Scott Garner, and Steve Lansdale.
29 minutes away from kickoff on a gorgeous morning here at Highland Park. The SMU Mustangs played their final home game of the season against the Louisville Cardinals. We've got a few high clouds, 57 degrees, should warm up to 62 by the end of today's game, and a critical one for the SMU Mustangs. They come in here at 7-3 on the year, at 5-1 in the ACC, and right in the thick of the race to make it to the conference championship game, one of 4 teams with 1 loss in league play. There's a lot of different scenarios to get there, but the first thing that SMU must do to make it to the conference championship is win their last 2 games. We'll talk about what they need to do to win today against Louisville coming up next on our SMU pregame show. This is SMU Football from Learfield.
Mustangs fans, football season is here. Kick off your weekend at the Marriott Dallas Downtown, proud sponsor of SMU Athletics. Score big with a Pony Up package, including a round-trip dart pass to get you to the game and back. A $25 meal credit at Centric Bar and Grill, serving Texas favorites like the Downtown Hamburger and Carne Asada. A swag bag packed with SMU Spirit gear. Located just minutes from SMU, the Marriott Dallas Downtown takes you steps from Clyde Warren Park, the Dallas Arts District, and Deep Ellum's live music scene. Book online now with the promo code XPK at Marriott.com/DALDT and pony up with pride.
Hi, this is Brad Hansing here, co-owner of Earth Motor Cars, your DFW premier Lotus, Hennessy, luxury, exotic, and classic car dealership.
And this is Frank Cortese, co-owner of Earth Motor Cars. We are a proud supporter of the 2025 SMU football season and have been serving the community for over 20 years.
We offer over 300 exclusive vehicles that will look stunning in your garage, along with a full service department to get you home from game day.
Visit earthmotorcars.com and go Mustangs.
Do you know why Milestone is the official sponsor of SMU Athletics?
I do not, Bob. Why?
Because Milestone realized they are both experts at dealing with tight situations and staying cool under pressure on the field and on home repairs.
And they're both the best in Dallas.
That's right. Milestone has won Best in DFW, hosted by the Dallas Morning News, 2 years in a row.
So get over to callmilestone.com today, Bob, and get $76 off all things electrical, plumbing, and AC. Milestone, official home service sponsor of SMU Athletics. Pony up.
We'll fix it in a flash.
The tradition, the legacy, the spirit. This is what we live for. This is what's in every bottle. Proud sponsor of SMU Athletics, award-winning Socorro Tequila is crafted in the highlands of Jalisco, Mexico, using time-honored methods for shared moments like today. No shortcuts, no additives, just agave, water, yeast, that's it. Crisp, smooth, and authentic, Socorro Tequila is available at your liquor store or socorrotequila.com. Enjoy responsibly. Salud.
UT Southwestern Medical Center was ranked as the #1 hospital in Dallas-Fort Worth by U.S. News & World Report for the 9th consecutive year. 12 of UT Southwestern specialties are nationally ranked, including cancer, heart and vascular, and neurological care. UT Southwestern breakthroughs begin here. The official healthcare system of SMU Athletics. Go Ponies!
Take the field with GCATS, the official electrical contractor of SMU Athletics. Whether it's data wiring or large-scale builds, GCATS offers cutting-edge electrical solutions backed by over 250 years of combined expertise. Whether you need electrical, telecom, or renewables, trust GCATS to energize your game plan. Power up with GCATS today. The official electrical contractor of SMU Athletics.
SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
Kickoff less than 26 minutes away at Gerald J. Ford Stadium. Rich Phillips, Scott Garner with you here in the Milestone radio booth. We'll go down to the sideline in a moment to check in with Steve Lansdale. It's SMU in Louisville, the regular season home finale for SMU today. Senior day for upwards of 30 seniors that will be honored. How about 5 of them, Scott, who have been here since they graduated high school all the way through? They've stayed here, and 10 guys for 3+ years on this roster.
It's incredible. It talks a lot about the culture. It says so much about what's been happening here on the Hilltop, and I don't think you have to look any further than a guy named Isaiah Smith, who came up with 3.5 sacks last game against Boston College. He has been incredible. His ball get-off's been better. His ability to read things, and just the instinctual plays that he makes, man, he's fantastic.
And with those 3.5 that he had last game out, he's up to 22 in his career. He's 1.5 away from Luke Johnson's career record at SMU with 23.5 sacks. He is also #1 in the nation with 16 tackles for loss this season. And Isaiah really been rolling. And the good news is, the rest versus rust with a week off, the rest definitely is benefiting SMU because, among other things, Cameron Robertson's going to play on the other edge. He's missed the last 3 games with a stinger. And I got to tell you, I'm frankly surprised Isaiah Smith's had such a good 3 weeks without Cam on the other side.
Me too. I mean, he's really risen to the occasion, but I don't think he does that without the really good work by Ja'Kai Lang and DJ Warner. They've been better than expected there with Cameron Robertson out. That's really helped our front 7. It's a front 7 that continues to get better, and they have been since conference started.
And I think Jalen Davis Robinson also will return. He's missed the last 4 games with injury. Saw Justin Medlock in warm-ups too. He has missed the last 4 games with injury. Chris Johnson has been cleared after missing last week's game as well. And Isaiah Wacobia, who left early in the game against Boston College, is healthy and will start today. Louisville can't say any of that. Both their running backs are out. Isaac Brown, their leader in rushing, and Kewan Brown, who was #2 in rushing and ran for 136 and 135 the last 2 weeks while Isaac has been out. They are both out, and that leaves them with the rest of the team having gained less than 200 yards on the ground. They'll start Duke Watson today, and then they have guys who have hardly carried the ball at all playing behind him. And that may not be the worst of their injury problems, Scott.
No, they've had some problems too, and I can't believe that we're looking at a Louisville team that won't have Miller Moss to start, that won't have either of the Browns, and yet still they've got one of the best wide receivers that I've seen this year in Chris Bell. He just has been fantastic this year. 146 career grabs, 67 this year. He had 5 for 79 against Clemson, and that's a Clemson team that's pretty good on the back end, but this guy is just fantastic.
Miller Moss not officially declared out, but watching him in warm-ups, he's not going to play today. The word is he may have dropped a weight on his foot in the weight room, and I saw him attempting to jog. And, Scott, you might have outrun him in a 50-yard dash out there today.
Well, you've obviously seen me run before then, but they're going to go
exactly.
They're going to go with Deuce Adams, the freshman. I do believe Vandergrift High School is where he played, but he's only thrown 4 collegiate passes in his life. They came earlier this year in kind of a mop-up situation. He was 3 of 4 for 18 yards.
All right, let's go down to the sideline for the first time today. Let's check in with Steve Lansdale. Steve.
Yeah, you guys said that Miller Moss isn't going to play, and the word I got was we'll believe it when we see it. Yes, it seems likely he won't play, but they are planning as if he could. And if he does play, look for the Mustangs to bring pressure from every angle possible to try to test what limited mobility he has. I agree with you, watching him in warm-ups, he could barely move around. It would be shocking if he did play. It is senior day. You see the seniors being honored coming out of the tunnel right now. Coaches often talk about how players manage the emotions. One person I'm telling you is emotional about the senior class is Rhett Lashley. He always is, and he's very, very fond of this class. This day is always very important to him. And as far as in the trenches, we talked in the pregame show about how Louisville's defensive line relies on quickness more than bulk. The week off for the Mustangs allowed a couple of linemen to get healthier again, and the plan is to get them to sort of dig their heels in and try to physically blow the Louisville defensive line off the line of scrimmage and establish that run from start to finish.
All right, thanks a lot, Steve. We'll hear from him throughout the game today. Our pregame show is brought to you by Vista Bank, entrepreneurs banking entrepreneurs since 1912. Maybe it's time you made your move to Vista Bank. 2 of these seniors actually committed under the previous staff and stay through here with Rhett Lashley. One of those is Stone Eby. We'll hear from him coming up next on our Meet the Mustang segment. This is SMU Football from Learfield.
Mustang fans, this season, enjoy the game with a taste of Tejas. Epic Western Cocktail Company is proud to bring premium tequila cocktails to Gerald J. Ford Stadium. Made with damn good Blanco tequila, fresh flavor, and no shortcuts. It's the perfect game day drink. Find Epic Western in the premium areas at the stadium and its specs, Total Wine, Twin Liquors, Goody Goody, Pogo's, and major retailers across Texas. Epic Western, proud partner of SMU football.
On the sidelines, in the stands, or listening to Mustang football. Opening a checking account with Bank of Texas online is so quick and easy you can do it anywhere, anytime. Except when the Mustangs are on, of course. Get back to cheering on the team. We'll be ready when you are. Bank of Texas is a proud partner of SMU Athletics and a trademark of BOKF-NA. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Absolute scenes in DFW. Dave & Buster's is bringing all the vibes. A sea of 140 plus video games, massive TV screens showing every game, and phew, that menu is looking right. Want even more? Say less, because the future of play is here. We're talking all new digital social bays like high-tech darts and social shuffle, plus an exclusive immersive gaming experience in the arena. Step on in. The fun is just right. Pull up with your pony ears at Dave & Buster's in Dallas or Euless.
At Kroger, Texans never compromise. They get high quality and low prices, like never compromising on meals with guaranteed fresh produce, and never compromising their budget with low prices in every aisle, and never compromising their appetite with flavors from your Texas neighbors, and never compromising their wallet with Texas-sized savings. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger, proudly serving Texas for over 70 years.
Lockwood Distilling Company prides themselves in top quality craft spirits like hibiscus vodka, bourbon whiskey, bourbon cream, and Texas-style gin. With 3 tasting rooms and restaurants across the Metroplex, you can visit them in Richardson, Fort Worth on Magnolia Avenue, or downtown McKinney. Visit them in person or find their world-class spirits anywhere liquor is sold. Lockwood is thrilled to partner with SMU to be featured at all football and basketball games. Please enjoy North Texas's finest distilled spirits and go Ponies.
Guy Fieri called Palmer's Nashville Hot Chicken Sandwich a destination dish. Make Palmer's your destination. Palmer's Hot Chicken, Catfish, and Shrimp in the Lakewood area. Mockingbird and Abrams in the Hillside Village. Open 7 days a week with catering. Let us cater your next tailgate or corporate event. With trivia on Tuesdays and live music on Wednesdays and Thursdays, Palmer's Hot Chicken, Catfish, and Shrimp is the place to be.
This is SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
The Ticket!
Richfield is back at Ford Stadium. Meet the Mustangs time, and it's with SMU senior Stone Eby. You're one of 30 seniors being honored today, one of 5 who's been here since high school your whole time. What's this place meant to you?
Man, this place has been a blessing. It was a little challenging road path at first, but just sticking it out and seeing like what this place really means to myself, my family, and then my teammates around me has just meant the world of like, okay, everybody here really cares about you, and they're going to do everything they can to make you and help you succeed in life.
You mentioned a challenging road. You came here as a defensive tackle, and we've really only seen you play offense. What was the transition? Well, first off, what made you decide, or the coaches decide to make that transition for you?
So I came in here as a defensive lineman with the first staff. I came in with a knee surgery, so I wasn't really cleared to play yet that first season, and the COVID year happened and kind of packed on more weight than I really wanted to, so that kind of fulfilled me into a defensive like tackle nose guard role. And then kind of like having that weight stacked on, I didn't really move the way I'd like to move. So we went through that season with the new staff. Lashley and them came in, and then spring ball came around, and it wasn't really sticking for me. So me and Rhett and a couple of the offensive staff coaches like kind of had a sit-down conversation, and we decided we're going to see, okay, how I can block in the offensive line room, learn the scheme, like learn how the single blocks, double team blocks, and triple blocks work with the center guard, tackle, tight ends. And once I showed I could do that, I kind of sat down with my parents and I was like, look, I don't want to be 300 pounds anymore. I'd like, because I played tight end in high school, I'd like to be sitting around the weight I'm at now. And then what if, I was like, Coach Lashley, what if I become a blocking tight end fullback? And we sat there and we talked about it for a little bit, and they had a staff meeting about it, and we ultimately came to the common goal of like, okay, that's what would help better our team and help get me on the field the fastest and create a role for myself and help this team win.
It's kind of a thankless position. You don't get a bunch of stats. So what do you look back after a game and call a successful game for you?
I mean, if I get somebody on the dirt and if I'm on top of them, if I have 1 to 3 pancakes a game, I think that's a successful game to me. And I ultimately love just throwing my head in there and knocking people down.
A teammate of yours, I think it was Alexander Kilgore, was asked a few weeks ago if he's stranded on a desert island, what teammate does he want? And he immediately shouted out Stone Eby. Why is that?
I mean, that honors me. But, like, I love to hunt and fish. I love to be outside. If I'm not here at football doing school or taking care of my responsibilities here for the team, I'm out at our farm. I'm either farming, I'm ranching, or I'm either hunting or just doing something outdoors. And I love riding horses. I love making fires. I love doing anything I can to get my hands dirty and just not sit still, ultimately. And my teammates have came out there with me a little bit, and we've gone and shot some guns and fished and kind of did all the stuff that they hear me get to go do, and they got to go do it, and they're like, wow, this is pretty cool.
You got a big moment last game because you got to kick an extra point, and we've been waiting for it, especially when I was told you were going to kick barefoot. How did this come about that you're kicking and barefoot kicking?
So I started kicking because my dad was a kicker in high school. He barefoot kicked as well. And then growing up Little League, he's like, okay, you're gonna have a role the whole game. You're not gonna come out on the field. So he wanted to ultimately see me do something with the ball pretty much every play. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna teach you how to kick. And then I couldn't really kick with a shoe on. So he's like, okay, do what I did in high school and kick with the shoe off. And I started kicking with the shoe off. I had more feel for the ball, and I could ultimately kick it probably 5 to 10 yards farther. And then it kind of just stuck with me my whole life. And then in high school, I didn't really have to kick because we had a good friend and teammate of mine. He was a kicker, and he went to Texas and played, Bert Auburn, and now he's at Miami. And coming into the game, probably my junior year, I got an opportunity to kick in a spring practice. We had like a big man kicking competition, which was pretty funny. And then so on and so forth. I was like the emergency kicker if anything happened. And then this year, things played out to where I was the backup kicker, and we came into the Boston College game. I knew I was going to be a backup kicker. I might get a chance, I might not get a chance, but we were playing a great game, and Coach Coop and Coach Horney, they came up to me as I'm on the bench after offensive drive. They're like, hey, next kick we get, you're kicking. I was like, sweet. Then I didn't think it was going to happen, but it did happen. They're like yelling my name to get on the field, and I couldn't get my shoe off because I double knotted it, thinking I wasn't gonna kick this game. And we had like, I don't know if you could see somebody down there like the end zone angle. There's like 2 people trying to yank my shoe off before I get on the field. And I ran on the field and did my job, and that's ultimately what I just wanted to do. I just wanted to do my job.
All right, well, let's hope you get another shot at it today. What do you say?
I would love it.
All right, that is Stone Evie on Meet the Mustangs with us today. We'll talk to head coach Rhett Lashley next. This is SMU football from Learfield.
The final whistle blows, but the spirit carries on. Win or lose, it's the moments we share that matter most. Proud sponsor of SMU Athletics, award-winning Socorro Tequila is crafted in the highlands of Jalisco, Mexico. No shortcuts, no additives, just agave, water, yeast. That's it. Crisp, smooth, and authentic, Socorro Tequila is available at your local liquor store or delivered straight to your door at SocorroTequila.com. Enjoy responsibly. Salud.
Herman Marshall Whiskey, one of North Texas's oldest distilleries that includes a portfolio of aged bourbon rye and single malts built from the grain up with locally sourced Texas ingredients. Make sure and visit our new historic downtown Wiley tasting room and distillery for live entertainment and that true Texas whiskey tasting experience. Available at your nearest liquor store or via their website at hmwhiskey.com. Let's whiskey.
Homeownership success begins with Prime Lending. Our experienced mortgage professionals understand that every situation is unique. We tailor our solutions to fit your needs. That way, your mortgage is as perfect as your home. Visit primelending.com/SMU to take the first step towards your new home. All loans subject to credit approval. Rates and fees subject to change. Prime Lending, a Plains Capital company. NMLS 13649 is an equal housing lender.
UT Southwestern Medical Center was ranked as the #1 hospital in Dallas-Fort Worth by U.S. News & World Report for the 9th consecutive year. 12 of UT Southwestern specialties are nationally ranked, including cancer, heart and vascular, and neurological care. UT Southwestern breakthroughs begin here. The official healthcare system of SMU Athletics. Go Ponies!
When you're hungry for championship flavor, head to Hutchins Barbecue in McKinney and Frisco. Proud sponsor of SMU Athletics. We're talking slow smoked brisket, fall off the bone ribs, and all your favorite Texas sides. Crafted the Hutchins way with love at every bite. Planning a tailgate, office party, or family feast? Let Hutchins cater your winning spread. Hutchins Barbecue, home of the Texas Twinkie, where quality craft barbecue meets Mustang pride.
Absolute scenes in DFW. Dave & Buster's is bringing all the vibes. A sea of 140 plus video games, massive TV screens showing every game, and phew, that menu is looking right. Want even more? Say less, because the future of play is here. We're talking all new digital social bays like high-tech darts and social shuffle, plus an exclusive immersive gaming experience in the arena. Step on in. The fun is just right. Pull up with your pony ears at Dave & Buster's in Dallas or Euless.
This is SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
The ticket!
Rich Phillips back at Ford Stadium. It's Chalk Talk with SMU head coach Rhett Lashley. There's always the rest versus rush talk when you have a week off, and I'm going to bet, based on where your team was 2 weeks ago, the rest was sorely needed.
Yeah, we needed it. I mean, we were getting close to running out of healthy bodies to play enough, and but we had enough guys that were just banged up and were close enough that the off week, I think, were a lot healthier. And so, but yeah, we need to start well and try to pick up where we left off, both on offense and defense, and not be rusty.
Cornerback and safety were two places you were really thin, especially even more so as the game went on. How are you looking health-wise on the back end this week?
Yeah, I mean, those guys did a great job 2 weeks ago, but we were thin. But, yeah, we should get Marcellus back. We should get Jalen Davis-Robinson back today. Isaiah Wakobius should be fine. So we should hopefully be as healthy as we've been back there in a while.
Senior day for 30 guys here today. 5 of them have been here their entire careers. Not a lot of schools can say that probably. What kind of culture have they helped you build in this time here?
Man, I mean, it just speaks for itself. The wins and the transition to the ACC and championship games and championships and playoff appearances. But most importantly, they've just helped us establish a consistency and an expectation of winning. And you're right, there's 5 guys, and R.J. Maryland, Stone Eby, Isaiah Smith, Isaiah Wakobi, and Ahmad Moses that have been here since high school. Isaiah Wakobi and Stone Eby are the last 2 guys that were here when the coaching change happened, and they stuck it out. And those guys have really been the foundation that we've been able to build things on.
Yeah, you talk about that winning, and you talk about wanting to make it the norm. This is your 3rd straight mid to late November. We're talking about trying to get to the conference championship game, and that's the norm, obviously, you want to build here.
Yeah, it is. We want to be
playing for something in November every year, and this is the third straight year we've been able to do it. Last year's they were able to get in. I mean, we got a big challenge with us today to keep that hope alive, but our guys are going to give everything they got.
4 teams are alive here in the ACC with 1 loss each in conference play. This is one wild and tight league this season, isn't it?
It is. There's a lot of parity. There's a lot of depth. I mean, when you look at, we got a team 500 in the league that beat Alabama by 2 touchdowns earlier in the year. We got a team that's not in contention in the race, that is in contention for the playoff, and beat Notre Dame. So there's 4 teams still in it. 1 will for sure be eliminated today in a game, and we got to make sure that we're not one of those that gets eliminated and we can go into the final week still in contention.
Louisville comes in here today. They've ruled out their top 2 running backs. Of course, one of them's been out for a few weeks. How much does that change what they may look to do on the offensive side?
You know, I still think they're going to call the game the same way. They have a really good head coach who knows how to be balanced, and they like to run the football, and they're good at it. And they have 3 really good running backs. So we knew Isaac Brown would be out, but to have one other out probably hurts their depth. But they've got one available, and they still got one of the best defenses in our league, so it's still a great challenge for us.
What's the deal with you offensive coaches getting great defenses? Jeff Brom doing the same thing there at Louisville.
I know it. You know, their defense has carried them. Ours has carried us a lot of times this year. You know, they've not given up over 30 points all year. So when you have a defense like that, even if you're beat up on offense, it gives you a chance. So we're going to have to play good football today. You know, we got to do the things that you do to not get yourself beat. You know, if we don't beat ourselves, we'll give ourselves a great chance at home.
What is it that's been key to their defense and their success on the defensive side this year?
Yeah, well, they stop the run. They don't give up explosive plays, and they're really, really good on third down. And, you know, when they get you in obvious passing situations, they got 2 ends that can really rush the passer as good as anybody. So we got to stay balanced. We can't let them make us one-dimensional. We got to win our fair share of third downs to maintain the ball. And at the end of the day, both of us, when we get in the red zone, we got to score touchdowns, and we got to keep them out of the end zone.
That is Chalk Talk with SMU head coach Brett Lashley. Starting lineups and kickoff coming next. This is SMU football from Learfield.
Hey there, Hunter here from Legacy Homebuyers. For nearly 10 years, our local family-owned team has helped thousands of DFW homeowners sell fast, without repairs, hassles, or closing costs. We can even give you a fair cash offer on the spot. And best of all, you pick the closing date. Call us at 1-800-TOP-CASH. That's 1-800-TOP-CASH, or visit legacybuyers.com. Because when it comes to selling your house, you deserve a trusted local source.
Legacy Homebuyers, consider it so.
Pony up to a beautiful new yard with Big Bully Turf. We bought too much turf, so we're throwing our biggest sale ever. Right now, save 30% off and no payments and no interest until 2027. Plus, this month, for every job that Big Bully Turf sells, we're giving back to our community by buying a bike for a child in need. Don't wait. Go to BigBullyTurf.com today. Big Bully Turf. Woman-founded. Waffles approved. Some restrictions apply. New customers only. See website for details. Offer expires 11/30/25.
The SMU Ponies play here on The Ticket.
5 minutes to kick off on a gorgeous November afternoon, or still morning it is, at Gerald J. Ford Stadium in the upper 50s, should be in the lower 60s today. It's the home finale for SMU against Louisville. Let's get those capital title of Shattuck Company keys to success from Scott.
Thank you very much, Rich. Well, key number 1 for the Mustangs, you have to win third down today. That's really the secret to how the Mustangs won at Louisville last year. SMU was 5 of 11 on third downs, made a number of big plays. But Louisville very stingy on third downs this year. They're just 32% permitting teams to convert there on third downs. That is top 20 in the country. SMU was 8 of 14 on thirds against BC, but you look at the previous couple of games, they were 7 of 30 going into that game, just 23%. So you got to be good on third down today. Want to run downhill, too, against the zone. Steve was talking about how this Louisville team, very quick up front. They're not quite as big, but, man, they are quick. And I suspect that the Mustangs will run right at this Louisville team and get downhill. And so the inside zone runs are going to be crucial for SMU today. You got to get downhill. SMU ran for a season-high 222 against Boston College. It was just the third time in 7 games for rushing over 100 yards as a team for the Mustangs. And key number 3, you got to start well today. Got a chance to take this Louisville team and the fight out of their spirit. You look at Louisville, they've lost a couple of hard games. They typically don't give up a lot of points, but if you can get up early, a couple of scores, you've got a chance to take their will away and to get them to their breaking point sooner rather than later. So those are the 3 keys. You've got to win third downs. You've got to get downhill, running those inside zone runs. And remember, we've got Logan Parr back at that left guard position and Savion Byrd at tackle, so that'll help. And key number 3, you have to start well today.
Brett Lashley leading the SMU Mustangs out of the Gary Weber end zone complex for one last time this season. It is senior day. There were 27 seniors honored in a pregame ceremony, and again, 5 of them have been there and here their entire collegiate careers. I believe those guys are going to be our game captains today as well as we get ready to kick off against Louisville. The Mustangs at home since the start of the 2019 season are 33-6. And how about Novembers over the 4 seasons that Brett Lashley has been the head coach? 13-1 in the month of November thus far.
It's certainly a little bit different than the previous regime, no question about it.
Certainly plays well when you win those November games at home. They're doing it, again, with the defense making huge plays. The takeaways by this SMU defense, number 1 in the nation with 26 takeaways, and they're 4th in both fumble recoveries and in interceptions. 10 fumble recoveries, 16 interceptions, and it's helped them be also near the top of the country in turnover margin. They're 5th in the nation at a plus 11 in the turnover margin.
And 11's a big key, too, because the Mustangs have generated 11 turnovers the last 3 games, plus 6 in turnover margin in those 3 games. But this Louisville team, they are stingy. They only allow about 308 total yards. That's all they allowed against Clemson. And Clemson was 1 of 13 on third downs against Louisville. It's hard to win in short yardage.
The SMU captains out at midfield. It is Stone Eby, R.J. Maryland, Ahmad Moses, and Isaiah Wacobia. Jerry Magallanes, our referee, with the coin toss here today. And also joining them, the celebrity at the coin toss is Eric Dickerson, SMU Hall of Famer. Jerry has yet to turn on his mic for us. I can tell you the Capital Title, the Shattuck Company Keys to Success. Capital Title, the largest independent title company in the United States, and the official title company of SMU Athletics. All right, well, I guess we had the toss. Jerry Magallanes now will turn on
Louisville
his mic.
has won the toss, deferred to the second half. SMU will receive.
There you have it. The Mustangs on offense with Kevin Jennings at quarterback, the 6-foot junior from South Oak Cliff High School. 17-6 in his career as a starting quarterback for SMU, and he is continuing to move up the career passing yard chart. He is 5th all-time, should easily make it to 4th and maybe 3rd today, and he is 5th all-time in touchdown passes and should make it to 4th on that list. TJ Harden, the running back, the 6'2 senior from Los Angeles, has run for 613 yards and 6 touchdowns. At wide receiver, Jordan Hudson leads the team, the 6'1 senior from Garland, 42 catches, 595 yards and 4 touchdowns. He's had 100 yards in 3 of the last 4 games. Romello Brinson, 6'2 senior from Miami, 40 catches for 582 yards and 3 scores. Ymir Knight in the slot, the 5'8 junior from Smyrna, Delaware, coming off a 7-catch, 162-yard and 1 touchdown performance last week against Boston College. We'll also see R.J. Maryland in the slot, the 6'4 senior from South Lake Carroll. The tight end is Matt Hibner, 6'5 grad student from Burke, Virginia. On the offensive line, Savion Byrd, the left tackle, 6'5", 304 from Duncanville. Logan Parr, the left guard, 6'4", 318 from Elotes, Texas. Josh Bates, the center, 6'3", 315 from Durango, Colorado. Addison Nichols, the right guard, 6'5", 320 from Norcross, Georgia. P.J. Williams, the right tackle, 6'5", 313 from Dickinson High School. And set to kick off is Nick Keller from Hebron, Kentucky, the kickoff specialist for the Louisville Cardinals. Link Rhodes, the return man deep for SMU. And that one is going to go beyond the end line. Also back there on the kick return was Dalen Singleton. They let it hit the back line. SMU will have it at their 25-yard line. The Louisville defense, Cleve Lubin leads them in sacks at one edge with 5. Wes Bailey also has 5 sacks. He's their other edge. Renee Conga and Jordan Garrard are their tackles. At linebacker, their strong side backer, Antonio Watts, is out. We might see Stanquan Clark start there. Caleb Perry, the middle linebacker, the weak side backer, leads them in tackles. That's TJ Quinn. The corners, Jabari Mack and Tayon Holloway. And the safeties are D'Angelo Hutchinson and JoJo Evans. 1st and 10, SMU from their 25-yard line. Pistol formation and play action for Kevin Jennings. He's looking deep. Nothing there. Now he's going to run out to his right, directing some traffic. He'll dump it off ahead of him to Jarek McFall at the 25. He runs up towards the right sideline near the 30-yard line. That'll be a 5-yard gain for the Mustangs as they get the outlet pass to McFall, and they go 2nd down and 5 from the 30-yard line. An empty backfield, a quick strike right by Jennings. It's caught at the 29, and running up to only about the 32 is going to be Jordan Hudson. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, P.J. Williams, the right tackle, kind of got in the way there. Remember, the Mustangs threw it 5 straight times to start the game at BC. This is 2 in a row now.
It'll be 3rd and 2 at the 33 from a pistol formation. Before they snap the ball, flag is down. I believe we'll have a procedure on SMU.
Full start, offense, number 64. 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
Josh Bates snapped it too early.
Looked like it. And
the center, a false start.
He got the false start. And, the Mustangs had 13 penalties in the game at Boston College. You look back at the previous 3 games, not more than 5 in the 3 games going into that game against Boston College. So penalties, something that was a concern early, not so much lately, but it was in the Boston College game.
Empty backfield for Jennings on 3rd down and 7 from his 27-yard line. Now they shift and will bring McFall in to the SMU backfield.
Remember, Louisville very good on thirds.
2 by 2, the wide receivers. Jennings looking to throw. Has some time. Now he's flushed out to his right. Runs that way. Pumps. Throws downfield. Coming back with a football is Hibner at the 45-yard line as he runs out of bounds. They put him right there for a 1st down on a gain of 18.
Great throw on the run. He's been elite in intermediate and short throws, and Jennings could have run for that 1st down. He decided to throw it.
1st and 10 at the 45. Whistle, and we may get a replay on this one.
The ruling on the field of a completed catch is under further review.
Yeah, that was close too, getting a second look at it. They're doing it right by taking a look at it. I thought Jennings absolutely could have run, and remember, he has not been 100% with his wheels since the early stages of this season.
The Close Shave Instant Replay is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Why pay more for gels when Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave? Choose Barbasol, a quality shave and trusted value. And this comes right out of the gates. 13:42 to play in the 1st quarter. No score as they go to review on the Matt Hibner catch for an 18-yard 1st down along the far sideline.
He only caught 1 ball at Boston College, but that was for 37 yards. And he seemed to enjoy trucking DBs in that game.
After further review, the ruling on the field is upheld.
There you go. They confirmed it. Scott?
Like that very much.
Always like it when they confirm it, don't you?
Or uphold it. Either way, it's a good thing for the Mustangs, but I thought Jennings, again, he absolutely could have run for that 1st down, but decides to sling it upfield. But his throws underneath into the sideline and intermediate routes have been right on the money as of late. Now, he hasn't thrown but just twice for over 300 yards, but 5 times for 290 plus.
Chris Johnson, the running back, 1st and 10 at the 45 for SMU, and the handoff is to Johnson. Has a little hole right, and now he's pushing that pile forward. And Chris drives him forward to the 50 for a tough 5 yards off the right side.
I like that very much. He did not carry the ball against Boston College, but he's averaging about 6-7 totes the 3 games going into that Boston College game. He's the speedier back, and that's the inside stuff that we're going to see repeatedly against a very quick defensive front for Louisville today.
2nd and 5 at midfield for the Mustangs. 3 left on the wide side of the field, 1 to the right. Johnson is the running back, and they toss left to him. Chris finds a block to the 50, spins through a tackle at the 45. He'll have a 1st down as they move into Louisville territory.
Really nice downhill run right there. They fake counter action to the right, that GH counter to the short side of the field, and run your speed back to the wide side of the field to move the sticks. Really good opening drive. The Mustangs have not been great on opening drives this season.
1st down and 10 at the 45 of Louisville. 12:40 to go in the 1st quarter. Pistol formation. TJ Harden in for the 1st time. Play action to him. Jennings slips in the pocket. Now steps up. Throws it deep down the middle of the field, and it's knocked away at the 2-yard line. Pass interference flag comes in, though, at the end on Jabari Mack making contact with Romello Brinson.
Romello Brinson didn't catch a ball at Boston College.
Defense, number 4. 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
That's Jabari Mack, who's really solid, never gives up the big play, but that ball, it looked like hit him right in the chest. He should have caught that.
I think Mack got an arm on it, plus he had his arms on Romello Brinson. If the ball hadn't been underthrown by Jennings, it probably is not a pass interference. That's what caused Mack to run into Romello.
Remember, he slipped, though, on his plant foot. We got a lot of rain here the last couple of days.
1st down and 10, SMU at the 30-yard line of Louisville. 12:29 to go in a scoreless 1st quarter. Offset Back is T.J. Harden to the right of Kevin Jennings. He spins right, throws a screen over there to Jordan Hudson. And, Jordan is hammered at the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play. Tayon Holloway with a big hit.
When you can stun a guy like Hudson like that, you know you've got a little something. This Louisville team is very physical. Remember, they come in 16th in the country at only allowing about 298 yards per game. They're really good on the back end. They're good up front. It is tough to score on Louisville. They just have not been giving up drives, and if the Mustangs can score here, they will have gone 75 yards on the opening drive, and it's something that we have not seen consistently this year from SMU.
2nd and 11 at the 31 of Louisville. Jennings from the shotgun looks to his left, fires quickly on a slant, and Brinson doesn't come up with that at the 25-yard line. And again, Jabari Mack is going to have his second pass interference call of the day.
How about that? 2 in a row now.
Pass interference, defense, number 4. Automatic first down.
They've been really happy with both of their corners, but Mack with 2 early DPIs here that has the Mustangs looking at first down and 10 at the 25 of Louisville.
And he was just slightly ahead of the game there. It wasn't an egregious penalty, but certainly one that was pretty clear. And so while Brinson doesn't have any catches yet, he's drawn 2 big pass interference penalties.
He's a big part of the drive, 20 yards of penalties here.
Yeah.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line of Louisville. 2 receivers go right. Handoff goes to T.J. Harden. Coming left, has a hold of the 20, 15 to the 10, running through 2 defenders to the 5. He'll be tackled down at the Louisville 2-yard line.
Stone Eby did that against Jabari. Stoned him right there. Jabari Mack, who got called for 2 PIs earlier, got thrown backwards.
First and goal at the 2. Hurry up here. Handoff. T.J. Harden runs off left guard, trying to drive forward, and he can't. They'll give him no gain. Right at the line of scrimmage as it was stacked up well by Denzel Lowry, the defensive tackle for the Cardinals.
Harden ran for 130 against Boston College, only the second 100-yard game of the year, but he has been so good off tackle so far. He kind of went through a stretch where he was kind of banged up, but he got back to 100% up in the Northeast a couple of weeks ago, and you'd love to see him just ran this thing right down their throat and punch it in here.
9th play of the drive upcoming. It is second down and goal from the 2. They have an I formation behind Kevin Jennings under center. He goes play action, rolls out right, looking, nobody's in the end zone, doesn't matter. Kevin Jennings is in the end zone. Touchdown SMU.
Well, you look at the defensive backfield, and they were so concerned about Hibner right there that they forgot about Jennings on the play fake.
Holding, defense, number 21. Penalties declined, touchdown.
I think that was D'Angelo Hutchinson who had a hold of Matt Hibner, called for the penalty, but Kevin Jennings has the touchdown run, his 3rd of the season, and the Mustangs strike first.
Yeah, Staquan Clark ended up rerouting Hibner, and I thought he might get called for a penalty there. They didn't throw the flag on him. And Jennings, how about the wheels for Jennings? I think a week off did him well, too.
I think so. He's had that bum ankle he's been fighting through all season. But it was able to run that one in from 2 yards out. And Sam Keltner's extra point will make it 7-0. SMU leads Louisville with 10:40 to play in the first quarter. This is SMU football from Learfield.
Train like one of us at Cowboys Fit in Frisco, Plano, East Dallas, and downtown Dallas. This state-of-the-art fitness facility, in partnership with the Dallas Cowboys, offers personal training, group fitness classes, a full recovery lounge with cryotherapy and hyper ice products, functional fitness turf, an indoor pool, and more. Claim your complimentary 3-day guest pass today at cowboysfit.com and experience what it's like to train like one of us.
As a proud sponsor of SMU Athletics, Children's Health provides world-class, compassionate care to future Mustangs and kids across North Texas. We're leaders in the field of pediatric health care, driving groundbreaking research and game-changing treatments, all with the goal of making life better for children. From common colds to the most complex conditions, parents can rely on our award-winning team to offer the highest quality care for kids of all ages. See how we're doing the incredible for the next generation of Mustangs at childrens.com. Pony up.
Zeus Restoration, your trusted name for fire, water, and mold restoration for your home or business. Now certified in asbestos abatement. Depend on Zeus for restoration expertise, including asbestos removal. Contact us for fast, reliable service. The Zeus Promise. When we restore, we make it better than before. Proud to be the official restoration company of SMU Athletics. Schedule a free inspection at ZeusRestoration.com.
Zeus Restoration. When we restore, we make it better than before.
At Kroger, Texans never compromise. They get high quality and low prices, like never compromising on meals with guaranteed fresh produce, and never compromising their budget with low prices in every aisle, and never compromising their appetite with flavors from your Texas neighbors, and never compromising their wallet with Texas-sized savings. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger, proudly serving Texas for over 70 years.
SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
The Ticket.
Our sponsor for today's game is Sewell Automotive Company. Sewell, proud to support the SMU Mustangs. Experience Sewell's obsession with customer service at one of their 12 Dallas-Fort Worth dealerships. Sewell, obsessed with service since 1911. Well, how about some room service right there for Kevin Jennings and the SMU Mustangs? You ask and you shall receive. That was key number 3 for us today, getting off to a good, quick start to try to take Louisville's fight out of them. And the Mustangs go 9 plays, 75 yards, and 420 to begin the game. And it's just the proficiency that Brett Lashley's been looking for the last few weeks.
Jennings 4 for 4 on the drive for 24 yards. And the 2-yard touchdown run. And they were helped out certainly by Jabari Mack with 2 pass interference calls.
No doubt. And now it's up to the defense, and a defense that has been really playing well as of late. This SMU team only allows 102 yards on the ground a game. That's 15th in the country. And it was a defense that a lot of folks kind of scratched their head about in fall camp going, man, are we going to be any good this year? Boy, have they not only been good, they've been improving every single week.
Sam Keltner set to kick off. Colin Lacey and Chris Bell are back to return. Those 2 guys, by the way, are their top 2 receivers.
Yes.
They have them back on kick return, but Keltner doesn't give guys much of a chance, and he does it here. It goes 3 yards deep. Let's look at the SMU defense. Cam Robertson back after missing 3 games with injury at one edge. Isaiah Smith on the other side, a sack and a half away from tying the SMU record for career sacks. He's also the nation's leader with 16 tackles for loss. Jeffrey Imba and Terry Webb are your defensive tackles, 5 and 5.5 sacks apiece there. Brandon Booker is the middle linebacker. Alexander Kilgore, the weak side backer. The safeties are Ahmad Moses, Isaiah Wacobia. Deuce Harmon is the nickel back, and it looks like the corners today, actually it's going to be Harmon at corner. Marcellus Barnes is at the other corner, and I believe you've got Kyron Chambers at the nickel. A handoff coming right here for Louisville on the first play, and it is Duke Watson coming right side for a gain of about 4. It's Colin Lacey, I'm sorry, the receiver on an end around who did that. Their quarterback today is not their normal quarterback because Miller Moss apparently dropped a weight on his foot this week, and so Deuce Adams, a redshirt freshman from Austin's Vandergrift High School, their starting quarterback, he is 3 for 4 for 18 yards in his career over the last 2 years. He has a 2nd down and 6 from his own 29-yard line. Duke Watson, their third running back, is their starter today. They run option with a pitch left to Watson. He has room 35. He'll be tackled at about the 38-yard line, 39-yard line, and actually that was their next guy, Braxton Jennings, the freshman from Ashland, Kentucky, who took that pitch. Their receivers are Chris Bell, Trayshawn Hurry, and Colin Lacey. Bell is second in the ACC in receiving yards. Nate Kariski is their tight end. Trevante Sylvester, the left tackle. Lance Robinson at guard. Pete Niger, the center. Mohamed Musa, the right guard. The right tackle is Rasheed Miller. First down and 10 at the 39-yard line for Louisville on their opening possession. Looking right, throw this way. It is caught at about the 45, spinning out of a tackle to the 50-yard line is Chris Bell, and Bell down by Ahmad Moses at the 49 of SMU, a gain of 12.
Boy, and filling the shoes of Ja'Cory Brooks, this guy Bell. Brooks had 1,100 yards receiving last year. He'll have over 1,000 when this season comes to a close. Bell's so good. So they've been trying to stretch the SMU defense. They do it once on the ground the previous play, and now they get it to the edge in the passing game on this last play, putting a cornerback on an island. You've got to tackle well today.
Adams out of a shotgun, 1st and 10 at the SMU 48-yard line. He looks left, brings it down to run. Comes right now up the middle 45, and he's tripped up down to the 41 of SMU with a gain of 7.
You look down there, and on the 3 previous plays, you had the defensive end Cameron Robertson on an island, then you had a cornerback on an island, and now you've had Alex Kilgore on an island. So this is a really nice design here by Jeff Brom, who comes in here obviously a little bit disappointed about the last 2 weeks, but Louisville looking pretty good on offense to start.
2nd down and 3 at the SMU 41-yard line. Jennings is the running back, Braxton Jennings for Louisville, and he has the handoff. Bounces it right to the 38-yard line. He'll be close to a first down before the Mustangs drive him back from there. Leading the charge for the SMU defense, Alexander Kilgore along with Isaiah Smith, but it's enough for a first down to the Mustang 38.
Alex has had such a great season. 45 tackles coming in, 2 TFLs. He had 10 tackles in the Boston College game, 1 shy of a career high. That time he got to the point of attack, and I was glad to see it because the right side of the line did a good job at getting a push that time, as you've got Wu Spencer down there at tackle to start. He and Keviante Spears right now inside.
First and 10 at the SMU 38-yard line. Mustangs with a 7-0 lead. Louisville on their first possession. Looking to throw on play action. Adams under pressure. Flushed out to his left. He'll check this one down to Braxton Jennings, and he's going to be cut down right at the line of scrimmage by Kyron Chambers for no gain. Great play by Chambers.
It's a great play by Chambers, and he makes Ja'Kai Lang right. That's an old football term. Lang overran the play from his in spot, lost contain. He went inside the tackle, and it was a really good job by the Mustangs to overcome that.
Second down and 10 at the 38-yard line of SMU for Louisville on their opening possession. Now Duke Watson is in at running back. Remember, they're missing their top 2 running backs plus their starting quarterback. Deuce Adams making his first start in a shotgun. Looking right, throws that way up high. The catch is made by Bell at about the SMU 32-yard line. Barnes takes him out of bounds right there. They'll spot him at the 33. That'll bring up third down and 5.
Louisville kind of taking a page out of the Clemson playbook. They're just trying to get Adams some short tosses early, get him comfortable. That's what Clemson did when the Mustangs faced their number 2 quarterback earlier this year, early in their game. And so we'll see what happens here on this third down and 5. Obviously a passing down. Steve had talked about how the Mustangs wanted to put a lot of pressure on Adams today. Well, this is the down to do it.
Mustangs only allowed 35% conversion rate on third downs. This is third down and 5. At the 33. Man, the students are into it on the far side. Empty backfield and a whistle. Timeout called by Jeff Brom, the Louisville head coach, before the snap. The student section not quite full, being Thanksgiving weekend, but they came out, the ones that are still in town, and they're fired up here. Timeout with 6:09 to go first quarter. 7-0 SMU leads Louisville. This is SMU football from Learfield.
Do you know why Milestone is the official sponsor of SMU Athletics?
I do not, Bob. Why?
Because Milestone realized they are both experts at dealing with tight situations and staying cool under pressure on the field and on home repairs.
And they're both the best in Dallas.
That's right. Milestone has won Best in DFW, hosted by the Dallas Morning News, 2 years in a row.
So get over to callmilestone.com today, Bob, and get $76 off all things electrical, plumbing, and AC. Milestone, official home service sponsor of SMU Athletics. Pony up.
We'll fix it in a flash.
For years, everyone thought Verizon had the best network, because they did. But now the best mobile network in the U.S. is T-Mobile. T-Mobile's network has the most advanced 5G, with more towers, and their signal reaches further than ever. So you can text and Insta-talk and say, "You won't believe where I am."
T-Mobile has the best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H 2025. See T-Mobile.com/network.
Welcome to the Hilltop, home of the Mustangs and namesake of Hilltop Securities, a proud sponsor of SMU Athletics. With a 78-year legacy of strength and stability, we are a national leader in municipal investment banking and a full-service wealth advisory firm. Hilltop Securities helps governments and nonprofits make a lasting impact on our communities and helps institutional and individual investors develop winning financial strategies. Go Stangs! Hilltop Securities. Member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Your morning shave with Barbasol is a time for self-reflection. Look in that mirror and ask yourself, can I make a real difference in this world? Of course you can. Just not today. There's football on. Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
If you can plan barbecues and weddings, you can plan to protect yourself from a natural disaster. Sign up for local alerts, prepare an emergency kit, and make a family communications plan. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
This is SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
The ticket!
Which schools will win the Learfield Directors Cup for the top athletic programs for the upcoming year? Check out your favorite team and how it's doing at El Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Winners announced in June of 2026, the Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACTA, the crowning achievement in college athletics. 3rd down and 5 coming up here for Louisville. It's 7-0. We are midway through this first quarter. The SMU Mustangs came out and scored on their opening drive. Go 9 plays, 75 yards, capped off by a 2-yard run by Kevin Jennings, who looks a lot better today than he has in several weeks with that bum ankle, as you mentioned, Rich. But right now, we'll see what Louisville does. And if you can hold them here on 3rd, the question is, will they go for it on 4th? They've been really successful on 4th downs this year. Louisville 4 of 9 on 4th. But they've got a 3rd down to look at here.
And they've had some kicking problems in recent weeks, too. Each of their kickers missed one last week in their loss to Clemson. 3rd down and 5 upcoming at the 33 of SMU.
And bad misses, too. It kept them from winning the game.
Yeah, one of them was under 50 yards at the end to win that they missed. 6:09 to go first quarter, 7-0 SMU leads. Louisville 3rd down, 5 from the SMU 33-yard line. Going with redshirt freshman Deuce Adams at quarterback at his first career start. He has an empty backfield on 3rd down. The Mustangs with a 4-man front. Back motions across. They fake it to him. Adams going to take it on a keeper. Boy, they blocked it well. 25, and he'll be wrestled down at the SMU 23-yard line. That's about a 10, maybe an 11-yard gain before Booker brings him down, and it's 1st down Louisville.
Boy, that is a nice play down there. And they've got 2 or 3 linemen that are quite impressive. And you talk about a couple of blocks being thrown. This Louisville team knows how to get it done on the edge. With that first big block, you've got to credit Glover Tyson on that.
Well, and Rasheed Miller, their right tackle, was out blowing it up on the edge. 1st and 10 at the 22 of SMU for Louisville. Play action. They throw a screen left. This is caught, and I believe that's going to be Booker wrapping him up at the 19-yard line with a gain of just 3 yards on the play, and that went to Chris Bell.
One thing you notice is that it's been nothing but short throws. I think we've had 1 intermediate throw so far here by Deuce Adams, who's the redshirt freshman starting today for Miller Moss. He's been very careful. He's getting the ball out quick. The Mustangs have not had a chance to really put pressure on him because he's not looking to throw it deep. He's just getting it out to the edge as quickly as he can.
Colin Lacey, their receiver, is at running back on 2nd down and 7. They toss it right to Lacey to the 20, and the Mustangs string him all the way out to the 18 for no gain. Ahmad Moses and Brandon Booker in there on the stop. It'll be 3rd down and 6 upcoming.
Those are 2 just fantastic players right there. Moses was the force player, Booker the spill player on that, and man, he played that so well. Kept his shoulders square to the line of scrimmage. Booker did as the inside guy. You just can't do it better than that.
3rd down 6 at the 18 of SMU for Louisville. Running back this time is Duke Watson. Deuce Adams in the shotgun on 3rd down and 6. Mustangs bring up 5 to the line of scrimmage. And here they come with a blitz of 6. And Adams fires this one right and fired it way too high for Chris Bell. If Marcellus Barnes had seen it coming fast enough, he might have had an interception. Instead, Louisville's going to settle for a field goal.
Big heat right there on Adams. That's the first time he's tried to throw it to the 3rd level, and he was high and inside. That tells you that he didn't finish the throw, didn't get good extension. In fact, you watch the replay, didn't step into the throw like he should have, released it too soon. It was an airmail ball over the middle, and the Mustangs have forced the field goal.
Cooper Ranvier is 17 of 20 on field goals with a long of 51. This will be a 36-yarder from the right hash. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is on its way, and it is good. And that makes it 7-3. SMU leads Louisville with 4:15 to play in the first quarter. This is SMU football from Learfield.
Hello, friends. Kick off your day the right way with Herb's House Coffee. Stop by their Dallas location and enjoy locally roasted favorites, cold brew, matcha, local pastries, breakfast, tacos, and more. Located about half a mile from SMU, Herb's House has ample study space, meeting rooms, and discounts for SMU students and staff. They're a proud SMU sponsor, and you'll find their blue Herb's truck on the boulevard before every home game this season. Visit herbshousecoffee.com to learn more. Come for the coffee, stay for the company. Herb's House Coffee.
Highland Park, Preston Hollow, and Lakewood Emergency Rooms, the official freestanding ER of SMU, and your neighborhood no-wait ER. With 3 facilities conveniently located near you, we're able to provide the Dallas area with upscale, quality care for all your emergency needs. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Visit HighlandParkER.com for more information. Highland Park, Preston Hollow, and Lakewood Emergency Rooms. Pony up.
Rudy's Real Texas Barbecue is your Mustang tailgating headquarters. Rudy's opens early at 7 a.m., 7 days a week. Whether it's breakfast tacos, sandwiches, or one of our famous fruit meals, let Rudy's take care of your smoking. Visit us at one of 6 North Texas locations in Allen, Arlington, Burleson, Denton, Fort Worth, or Frisco. Or place your game day order at rudys.com. Rudy's, Real Texas Barbecue.
Big Bang Boom!
J. Alexander Law, standing on business. J. Alexander Law, standing on business. He gon' help you secure the bag. He gon' help you secure the bag. Just call 1-800-INJURED, and that's 1-800-INJURED. Standing on business.
This is SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
The ticket!
How would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your television in the comfort of your own home? You can do that. Go to syncmygame.com to find out how. On the go and want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country, just download the free Varsity Network app. It's fabulous. Available on Apple and Android with new features this season. It's easier than ever to listen live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the Varsity Network app now. Louisville responds. They don't get the touchdown they were looking for, but they do get the 36-yard field goal to get them on the board. SMU with a 7-3 lead right here. 4:15 to play. We are in quarter number 1. SMU at home, Ford Stadium, senior day. You win tonight, and all of a sudden that Pitt-Georgia Tech game gets quite interesting tonight.
Yeah, that's a 6 o'clock game tonight. If you're an SMU fan, you definitely are rooting for Pitt tonight to try to clear Georgia Tech out of the way in the race for the ACC championship game. Beautiful day here at Ford Stadium. Thank goodness we got the lights on, Scott. We'd never be able to see anything here.
Been saying that for years. When are we going to turn the lights off at these morning games?
On a gorgeous sunny afternoon here, 58 degrees, a few high clouds. Maybe a few chemtrails out there. I don't know what you think about it there, Scott.
I was going to go there, and I thought, I'll let Rich do that.
I got it. Ready to kick off here for Louisville will be Nick Keller and Dalen Singleton, along with Link Rhodes, are back to return this kickoff. Singleton's been back to the last couple of weeks with Chris Johnson being dinged up.
Hey, I think the biggest news of the day so far is that Kevin Jennings looks pretty healthy today.
He sure ran it well, including for the touchdown on the first possession by the Mustangs. And Singleton will let that one bounce about 7 yards deep in the end zone. SMU will have it at their own 25. Kevin Jennings, 4 of 4 for 24 yards, plus a 2-yard touchdown run on the opening possession for SMU. Jennings came into today with 2,810 yards, 21 touchdowns passing. He now has 3 touchdown runs. He is 17-6 as a starter over the last 2+ seasons for SMU. Remember, his first start actually was in the AC championship game in 2023. First down and 10 at the 25-yard line for SMU. They're on the left hash. They're going right to left. Chris Johnson is the running back to the left of Kevin Jennings. Receiver motions from right to left. That's Romello Brinson. And looking left, throwing it on a stop to Brinson, and he can't quite come up with it at the 30-yard line. Was covered pretty well on the play by Tayon Holloway.
You know, they're rotating a lot of guys in there, and Denzel Lowry, man, he just threw Addison Nichols back right there. He kind of stunned him. They have a defensive line that's not all that big, but, man, they are quick and they are strong. Denzel Lowry, strong, powerful nose guard, fantastic bull rusher. His motor never stops. There are a lot of guys that can control their gap. I think Lowry's one of the best in the conference.
Second down 10, SMU from their own 25-yard line. Offset eye here this time with Johnson as the running back. They fake it to him. Rolling right. Jennings throws on the run. Deep down the sideline. Stopping to make the grab at the 45. Romello Brinson. He'll be down at the 47-yard line. A gain of 22.
Third target. He was interfered with twice on the first drive. That's a nice adjustment right there by Romello Brinson, the fifth-year senior, the Miami transfer.
First down and 10 at the 47 out of an empty backfield. Here's Jennings, fakes to run. He's in trouble. I think he wanted to run, and there were no holes there. He'll be tackled for a 3-yard loss, making a 5-yard loss to the 42.
I think that might have been the play action that we saw at Boston College 4 or 5 times where Jennings kind of genuflects, faking like he's going to run it, and then pulls back to throw it. But there was so much pressure that time with Louisville just rushing 4. They kind of blew it up.
They put him at the 43. It's second down and 14 for SMU. 3:20 to go first quarter. 7-3 the Mustangs lead the Cardinals.
I think they called it a rush. It's not a sack on Jennings.
2 receivers left, 1 right on the short side of the field on 2nd down and 14. Jennings to throw. Blitz is coming. He's under pressure. He slides right to avoid it. Has a ton of room. 40, 45, 50, 45, and he'll finally slide at about the 41-yard line of Louisville. There's a big run for a gain of 16.
And Jennings coming up and starting to limp a little bit after that slide. He didn't slide 100%. Sometimes when you don't, maybe your cleat gets tangled right there. I wonder if that happened.
He's not very good at sliding either.
No.
1st and 10 at the plus 41. Turns, hands this one off. Johnson looking for room, finding none. He's going to lose a couple of yards to the Louisville 43.
But the story of that run wasn't necessarily the 16 yards. It was the fact that, man, Louisville getting pressure on Jennings that time.
I think a late flag came in after that play. It was a 2-yard loss for SMU. Make it a 3-yard loss. They spotted him at the 44.
It was a flop. P.J. Williams, number 59, I think is going to get called here. But the officials are going to talk about it because I think the guy that appeared to get hit actually flopped.
Was that Clev Lubin, I believe?
Yeah, I think it was Lubin.
Long conference with Terry Magallanes and his crew.
He's their best defensive lineman, by the way, that number 50, Lubin. Explosive, fast. He's a really good stand-up edge rusher, but I thought
after
he flopped.
After the play on sportsmanlike conduct, offense, number 59, his first of the game, 15-yard penalty. The down counts, 2nd down.
So that's going to make it 2nd down at about 27.
Boy, P.J. Williams giving the official, Jerry Magallanes, a piece of his mind right there on the way back to the huddle, too.
Enough that Jordan Hudson is stepping in to play peacemaker.
I think P.J. was sort of exclaiming what we just described about how Lubin flopped on that.
Did he flop as bad as Tyler Guyton did for the Cowboys the other night? Did you see that one?
I thought it was worse, actually. And you're the one you're talking about was bad.
2nd down, 27. I think we had a touchdown on a play about this long last week. 2nd and 27. SMU back at their own 42-yard line. And looking to throw is Kevin Jennings. Looking around, nothing there. Comes left sideline. This is caught at the 35 to the 40. And up the sideline, Ymir Knight going to be tackled at the 45. Oh, I'm sorry, Derek McFall at the 45-yard line. That's only a gain of 3. So it'll be 3rd down and 24.
Great decision by Jennings because he could have gone to the deep dig against the zone. He looked at it. He thought about going deep over the middle, but that was covered up. Good thing he didn't throw it. That ball probably would have gotten picked off. The safe play was to get it to McFall on the edge, and that's the read he made.
3rd down and 24 at the SMU 45. They have to gain the 31 of Louisville. They might look to make this in 2 plays here.
Yes.
And they'll throw a screen right, and this is going to be caught by Ymir Knight, 45-50, 45. And he'll go out of bounds at the Louisville 45, a gain of 10.
And I think the block thrown by Matt Hibner is why you're going to see this guy get drafted. One of many reasons. But, man, was that not a great block on the edge? He threw the free safety, Gordon, about 8 yards upfield, just drove him straight upfield.
Wade McSparron to punt. Look out. Dangerous return man. Colin Lacey, 2nd in the NCAA with 2 punt return touchdowns, 3rd in average, and 1st in total punt return yards. He has 422 punt return yards. He does have to look at the sun for the punt from Wade McSparron, who's kicking away from his own 41. It has a ton of pressure. He does kick it through high, and that's a great punt because it forced Lacey to fair catch it at his own 12-yard line. That's doing your job there by Wade McSparron.
And it forced him to make that catch looking right into the sun right there.
Everything about it good for SMU as they pin him at the 12-yard line with 39 seconds left of the first quarter. SMU leads Louisville 7-3. Louisville going with redshirt freshman Deuce Adams at quarterback from Austin Vandergrift High School. And when he was in high school, he threw for over 6,800 yards, 85 touchdowns, and he started in front of Drew Mestemaker, who's lining it up at North Texas. It's one of the reasons Mestemaker didn't play in high school was because guys like Deuce Adams were in front of him. First down and 10 at the 12-yard line for Louisville. Final minute of the first quarter. Watson, the running back, fake to him, rolling right. Adams looking, finding nothing. He's going to take off and run, and boy, he is going to be hammered at the 15-yard line by Ja'Kai Lang.
You want to be careful if you're Lang, too. You don't want to make a play like that and stand over the quarterback. The referee, Jerry Magallanes, has already proven to be a little sensitive in that area. Got to be careful there.
They put him at the 16 for a gain of 4. Might be the final play of the quarter. they break the huddle with 12 on the clock. 2nd down and 6 from the 14 for Louisville. 5 seconds of counting. Adams does take the snap, gives this one to Duke Watson, running left, finds some room to the 20, and he's tripped up there. Zakai Barker trips him up. They marked him down at the 18 for just a gain of 2, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. The Mustangs.
This is the end of the first quarter.
With the only touchdown of that first period, they lead 7-3 over Louisville. This is SMU football from Learfield.
Pony up to a beautiful new yard with Big Bully Turf. We bought too much turf, so we're throwing our biggest sale ever. Right now, save 30% off and no payments and no interest until 2027. Plus, this month, for every job that Big Bully Turf sells, we're giving back to our community by buying a bike for a child in need. Don't wait. Go to BigBullyTurf.com today. Big Bully Turf. Woman-founded. Waffles approved. Some restrictions apply. New customers only. See website for details. Offer expires 11/30/25.
Okay, Texas, pop quiz. True or false? Walmart has more than 500 million items online. True. Find a huge selection online that you can't find in stores. True or false? Groceries always cost more when they're delivered. False. Walmart's grocery prices are the same for delivery as they are in store. Last one. Walmart can deliver in as fast as an hour. True, y'all. Use express delivery to get eligible items to your doorstep before the pool party starts. Walmart. Who knew? Subject to availability. Fees and restrictions apply.
It's our biggest Black Friday Cyber Monday sale at A1 Locksmith Security and Safes. From November 28th through December 7th, save up to 15% with no sales tax on every home and gun safe. We've got hundreds of safes in stock, ready to deliver and install right in your home. Every safe is backed by A1's trusted service and installation team. Don't wait, sale ends December 7th. Visit a store near you or shop online at a-1locksmith.com.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, official foundation repair company of Texas Athletics.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
The SMU Ponies play here on The Ticket.
Will Connerly back inside the Ticket studio. Some scores across the conference. Number 13, Miami up 7-3 at Virginia Tech. Also, Wake Forest up 15-0 hosting Delaware at the end of the opening quarter. Number 22, Missouri up 3-0 at number 8, Oklahoma. And Ohio State up 7-0 against Rutgers. Texas A&M with an early 20-0 lead in the first quarter hosting Samford. Let's go back to Ford Stadium. Here's Rich Phillips.
Second quarter about to start up here at Ford. SMU with a 7-3 lead over Louisville. I am Rich Phillips, along with Scott Garner in the Milestone Radio booth. Mustangs in the thick of the conference race for the third consecutive year. 5-1 in league play. One of 4 teams with 1 loss coming into this weekend. Their business is to win the last 2 games. Today, Louisville, next week at Cal. And then they need some help. And Scott, you referenced it a moment ago. You got that Georgia Tech and Pitt game tonight. That a Pitt win would be huge. Next week, you've got Virginia hosting Virginia Tech. A Virginia Tech win would be huge there, too. SMU can't really get into any 3-way tie situation because they're down in a lot of those tiebreak situations. But I do know they got a head-to-head over Pitt thus far.
I just wish that Pitt didn't have to play Notre Dame last week. I wish that hadn't happened, but didn't sound like they were all that serious about playing those guys anyway going in, did it?
Pat Narduzzi didn't make it sound like it going in, that's for sure.
No.
Probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, probably
It kind of matters when you play Notre Dame. Doesn't matter what time of year it is. We'll get to see that next year, SMU going to South Bend next season in non-conference.
I don't think we're going to hear Brett Lasty intimate those sort of thoughts.
He will not say that this game is unimportant. It is very important. This game is very important right now. Louisville with the ball going right to left in the second quarter, facing a 3rd down and 4 at their own 18-yard line. They have redshirt freshman Deuce Adams at quarterback today with Miller Moss out because of injury.
Do you bring pressure here?
3rd down and 4. Mustangs are showing it. They will rush 5, and there's a false start.
I thought the left tackle jumped.
Absolutely. So did all of the officials.
False start, offense, number 70. 5-yard penalty. Remains third down.
That is Trevante Sylvester, a Houston transfer.
Yeah, that left tackle's their best offensive lineman. Really, ever since he's returned to the line of Louisville, has been a different team up front. He's really good on gap scheme runs, too, away from him. He's quick, he's athletic, but that time moves a little bit too soon. Trevante Sylvester will make this a 3rd and 9. I think you're definitely going to be seeing some pressure. The only time we brought pressure, this guy Deuce Adams airmailed the toss over the middle.
It's 3rd and 9 from his own 13. SMU brings up 5 to the line of scrimmage. Adams from the shotgun. Lacey motions right. They rush forward. They're setting up a screen right to Lacey. Caught at the 10, 15. Great pursuit coming down the line there by Brandon Booker to tackle him at the 19, 3 yards short of the first down.
He was the only guy free, not locked up on a block. And that's the second really good play he's made to force the punt here. This Louisville team is very, very good. They might not be in the thick of the conference mix here, and they're not going to have a chance at a playoff, but they are very, very talented.
Ymir Knight back to return inside the SMU 40. And I have to check and see who this is punting, because Carter Schwartz, their punter, is hurt and out today. And so here comes a kick that's very short. Going to bounce just past midfield and take a little bit of a Louisville roll. And that is one of their backup kickers, David Chapeau, who's having to fill in as the punter. And he does have a nice roll down to the SMU 41-yard line. 14-12 to go, second quarter, 7-3 is the SMU lead.
Listen, if you don't have these two elements as a punt return guy, you can't punt return. You got to be able to catch, and you have to be smart. And that was a really good decision right there by Ymir Knight to get away from that thing. So many times you see guys trying to, do too much.
Trying to play hero ball back there on that punt return. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Know when to go, know when to whoa. That's exactly right.
First down and 10 at the 41-yard line of SMU. They go left to right in the second quarter of play. Kevin Jennings out of the shotgun. R.J. Maryland motions right. Jennings looking right. He'll dump this one off to Chris Johnson at the 40. 45 at the sideline, and he jogs out of bounds at the Louisville 49. That should be enough for an SMU first down on a gain of 10.
And what was so wonderful about that play is the pass protection. I thought we were just fantastic, and it really starts with Josh Bates right there in the middle at that center spot.
First down and 10 at the 49 of Louisville. Johnson with a handoff up the middle, dances, finds a little crease, and he spins through a tackle at the 46 down to the 45, a pickup of 4 yards for Johnson.
Sometimes Johnson has been a little bit too careful. He'll make a cut in the backfield, but that time he made a cut, was patient, and then quickly got upfield and pressed the block on time to pick up a hard 4 yards off of tackle. That's a good job by your scat back, Chris Johnson, who sometimes dances too much, but that time I thought it was fantastic.
He was so patient, he was almost at a dead stop, waiting to find a block.
But he's so crafty. He's become so crafty back there, and that was a really nice play.
T.J. Harden on now in a pistol on second down and 6 at the 45 of Louisville. R.J. Maryland motions right to left. They give it to Harden, coming right, has a hold to the 40, runs through one to the 35, and taking guys with him down to the 33 before he's dragged back. That'll be a pickup of about a dozen and a first down for SMU.
That's the outside zone run that we thought we would see repeatedly, getting downhill. You're looking for a cutback lane right between Nichols and Williams. There he was, and he comes out of there with a big run.
First and 10 at the 33, and this on a hurry-up will be a false start on Jordan Hudson. He took off a beat early.
False start, offense, number 2. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Mustangs went with the fast break offense, but a little too fast of a break there from Jordan.
Again, penalties, a bugaboo in the last game, 13 of them for SMU, the most all season, in fact. And we had a hard time and a problem with penalties early on this season. But how about Nichols and Williams doing a really good job of that outside zone run? And that's the T.J. Harden that we saw earlier this year before he had the injury. He looks like the off week really helped him too.
Kevin Jennings is wide left. T.J. Harden is set for a direct snap, and they give it to him, and he's going to keep it on a fake handoff and run straight off of right guard to the 35, down to the 33, and so T.J. gains back that penalty yardage to about the 33-yard line.
So essentially you lose the down, but it's good to get the penalty yardage back. But look at the downhill runs. That was key number 2. That was key to success. Number 2, you've got to be able to get downhill on these inside runs. Nice job, too, by Logan Parr pulling on that power play to the middle, and he just kept rolling over his guy, too. He kept giving him the business. Stanquan Clark, who's been reinserted into this lineup after an injury.
Second down and 10, SMU at the 33-yard line of Louisville from the right hash. Jalen Cooper wide to the right along with T.J. Harden, who now motions across the formation. They fake to him, and Jennings going to keep it himself, running off right tackle to the 30. Now he's in a big pile, and I need them to blow that whistle.
Yes.
They did. He's forward progress stopped at about the 30-yard line. A pick up a 3. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
I know he's healthier than he's been since week number 1.
We need to keep him that way.
Hey, these option plays on faking of the fly sweeper and things like that. Yeah, we got to keep him that way. That's a great point.
He should exercise his option a little more.
Hand that thing off.
3rd down and call it 6. They put him at the 29. 3rd down and 6 for SMU. Brinson to the left, Knight and Hudson to the right. Harden is the running back. Blitz look here for Louisville. Here they come. He fires quick on a screen right to Hudson at the 25. Runs through a defender to the 20, who finally able to trip him up. Jabari Mack at the 18-yard line. 1st down, SMU, a gain of 11.
The excitement in your voice said all you needed to say, because that was going through the defender. That's what Hudson's specialty is. Not a lot of guys can do that.
1st and 10 at the Louisville 18. Handoff T.J. Harden dancing at the line and kind of dives forward across to the 16. Just a 2-yard gain on 1st down and 10.
Love the tempo, love the play calling, love the execution. Great blocking in the interior. Harden's running well. He's pressing blocks. You're getting it to the edge. You're doing everything you want to do. This looks like a championship caliber type drive here. A game you have to win to have a chance to go to the ACC title game. And if you can somehow beat Louisville today and get a pit win, you'll be back there. And boy, this SMU team here in this first half offensively, the week off, something you said, hey, rust, you're going to have some rust. I don't see it.
10:04 to go, 2nd quarter, 7-3 SMU. They have a 2nd down and 8 at the Louisville 16-yard line. Out of the shotgun handoff, T.J. Harden has a hole up the middle, breaking a tackle to the 10, spinning down to the 8-yard line. That'll be 1st down and goal for SMU.
You know why he had that hole? That was your boy Stone Evie, your pregame guest.
How about Stone Evie?
Nice seal block there to the inside for Stone.
Inspired by the radio interview, no less.
No doubt.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Handoff right. T.J. Harden cuts back to the 7, down right at the 7. Just a 1-yard gain for Harden.
You get free throws missed on the basketball Friday night. You come in here, you get good seal blocks on the. Hey, you're going to be looking for some NIL come next year, Rich.
Inspiring everybody is what I am doing. 2nd down and goal at the 7-yard line for SMU.
Inspirational Rich.
That's me. Getting everybody fired up and ready to go here. 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line for SMU.
That's different than Grumpy Rich that we saw before the basketball game last night.
Absolutely. Andrew Chambly has come on at right tackle here on 2nd down and goal. Chris Johnson is the running back. Jennings from the shotgun. He wants to throw. Does. Right side. A jump ball for Hudson. Caught. Touchdown SMU.
That's what I love about Hudson. He doesn't complain about early contact. He doesn't complain about it. He just goes up and makes a play. Jabari Mack absolutely interfered with him. He doesn't care. He doesn't make excuses. That's what great leaders do. And he goes and yanks that thing out of the sky for the touchdown.
Well, that was defended pretty well, too.
Boy, was it.
He was right on him.
So well. I thought it could have absolutely been pass interference, but that's the toughness right there. That's everything that this SMU team is about. Unbelievable drive. Fantastic cap to it as well.
Career touchdown pass number 51 for Kevin Jennings, tying him with Justin Willis for 4th in SMU history. And the extra point from Keltner is going to make it 14-3. SMU leads Louisville with 8:53 to play in the 2nd quarter. This is SMU football from Learfield.
It's finally time for some Mustangs football, y'all. Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue has the perfect spot and best patio in town, featuring a 14-foot LED wall, perfect for all the game day action. Head over to Ozona and yell at the TVs while enjoying some great West Texas favorites and drinking some ice-cold drinks. Don't forget about happy hour from 4 to 7 Sunday through Friday with $1 off all bar drinks and complimentary chips and salsa. Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue and online at ozonagrill.com.
If you feel like you're getting sacked by your current electricity provider, Rhythm Energy is here to help. They're bringing good energy to the Mustang Nation by offering 100% green electricity plans. And after you sign up for their Pony Up 12 plan, you'll get $100 in bill credits. Go to gotrhythm.com/SMU for this deal, just for Mustangs fans. Terms and conditions apply.
UT Southwestern Medical Center was ranked as the #1 hospital in Dallas-Fort Worth by U.S. News & World Report for the 9th consecutive year. 12 of UT Southwestern specialties are nationally ranked, including cancer, heart and vascular, and neurological care. UT Southwestern breakthroughs begin here. The official healthcare system of SMU Athletics. Go Ponies!
Fire, water, or mold damage to your home or business can be devastating. Zeus Restoration will be there fast. Now with teams at Fort Worth, we've got you covered anywhere in the Metroplex. When we restore, we make it better than before. That's the Zeus promise. Zeus Restoration is the official restoration company of SMU Athletics. And now with teams at Fort Worth, we've got you covered anywhere in the Metroplex. Schedule a free inspection at ZeusRestoration.com.
Zeus Restoration. When we restore, we make it better than before.
SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
The ticket.
Why pay more for tolls? Get a toll tag and cut your toll bill in half. Never worry about getting a toll bill in the mail again. Visit GetMyTollTag.com and start saving today. That's GetMyTollTag.com. The SMU Mustangs get a 7-yard touchdown pass from Hudson. From Jennings to Hudson. They take a 14-3 lead through the Mustangs. 8:53 to go, second quarter.
Let's go down to the sideline and check in with Steve Lansdale.
Yeah, you mentioned the touchdown by Hudson, and one of the games within the game so far is the matchup between Hudson and Jabari Mack. They have been going after each other both physically and verbally pretty much since the opening kickoff. There were a couple of running plays on the previous drive where Jordan Hudson buried Mack with blocks and then told him about it. And as you can probably guess, after the touchdown, he had a few more words for his friend.
And, of course, Mack was on Brinson on the first possession and got 2 pass interference calls on him.
They've gone ahead and switched off, but I'll say this. Hudson's better than Mack right now. It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. Mack may need to check himself.
Hudson has had 100 yards receiving in 3 of the last 4 games. Came in at 595 yards. He's now over 600 for the year and now has 5 touchdowns, which leads the team. Sam Keltner to kick off. And back to return, I believe that is Colin Lacey for the Louisville Cardinals. Standing in the shaded end zone on the south end of Ford Stadium. Keltner kicks that out of bounds. Crossed over the pylon. It crossed over the pylon and out of bounds at
Free
the
kick
pylon.
out of bounds, kicking team. First down to the 35-yard line.
So that will go, yes, to the 35, as Jerry Magallanes tells us. Redshirt freshman quarterback Deuce Adams comes back out. He is 5 of 6 for 27 yards in his first career start. He'd only played in mop-up duty twice this year, once last year, and was all of 3 of 4 for 18 yards. They're playing without Miller Moss, their starting quarterback, who apparently dropped a weight on his foot earlier this week. We saw him in warm-ups, not able to move very well. And actually, they're going to change quarterbacks here. And Brady Allen, the transfer from Purdue, 6'6", 220-pound junior, is on first down and 10. He hands it to Braxton Jennings, and Jennings is wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. The Mustang front really knifing through there, and coming out of the bottom pile will be Kyron Chambers.
Kyron Chambers, Wu Spencer's in there, Kaviante Spears. These guys up front, when they know that run's coming, it is very tough to move them.
Wu Spencer played on the other side in this game last year when he was at Louisville.
That's right.
Second down and 10 at the 35 for Louisville. Out of the shotgun here for Brady Allen. Allen will go play action under some pressure, runs to his left. He has some room there, but not much speed. He'll run out of bounds by Kilgore at the 39-yard line. There was a lot of room to run, and he couldn't use much of it. He gained 4.
Great pursuit angle by Kilgore. Man, he's playing good football right now. He had the 10 tackles last week. That was 1 shy of a career high. He's already made 3 plays today, but that may be his best on that pursuit angle. I thought Musa should have gotten called for a false start because that backside guard rocked out of his stance because he was pulling on that play, and Jerry Magallanes fell asleep back there, the referee.
Third down and 6 at the 39. Brady Allen out of the shotgun. Blitz look for SMU, but they only rush 3. And this one's dumped off underneath, and Brandon Miyazono is right there to make the tackle. Actually, that is Brandon Booker who makes the tackle there on the check down receiver, Antonio Meeks, at the 38-yard line. No gain, and they're going to force a 3 and out.
That right there, Rich, was a fantastic play, and all Booker's done is come up with 5 tackles in a quarter and a half. He is your tackle leader right now. It's his first TFL. He's made 4 solo tackles. He's having a great game. It seems like every week it's somebody else. Last time it was Smith. We've seen Miyazono do that in the Clemson game, and now here's Brandon Booker standing out here in the Louisville game.
David Chapeau to punt, high and short. Ymir Knight signals for a fair catch in a ton of traffic at his own 30-yard line. That'll be a 32-yard kick. This is a backup kicker, by the way, who is having to punt for Louisville this afternoon. That's how banged up they are. We have 6:55 to go in the second quarter. It is 14-3. SMU has the lead over Louisville. This is SMU football from Learfield.
Sometimes we need a good thrill, and in Texas, both Ford and your SMU Mustangs deliver just that. From the rumble of an engine to the roar of the crowd shouting, "Pony up!" It's all about performance. That's why Ford is proud to sponsor SMU Athletics. So whether you're behind the wheel of a Mustang Dark Horse or proudly supporting your ponies, it's always go, go, go Mustangs. Find your perfect vehicle at your Texas Ford dealer, and you'll see why.
Ford is the best in Texas.
On the sidelines, in the stands, or listening to Mustang football. Opening a checking account with Bank of Texas online is so quick and easy you can do it anywhere, anytime. Except when the Mustangs are on, of course. Get back to cheering on the team. We'll be ready when you are. Bank of Texas is a proud partner of SMU Athletics and a trademark of BOKF NA. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Has 20% off gifts that are so good, your family might think you read their minds. Check off your list now with cozy, thoughtful, and stylish gifts that will make them say, oh, how did you know? Yep, with these presents from Kohl's, you're going to leave them feeling impressed and convinced that you're a psychic. Shop Kohl's for an extra 20% off gifts that are the perfect fit. Select styles. Offer ends November 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Mustang fans, this season, enjoy the game with a taste of Tejas. Epic Western Cocktail Company is proud to bring premium tequila cocktails to Gerald J. Ford Stadium. Made with damn good Blanco tequila, fresh flavor, and no shortcuts. It's the perfect game day drink. Find Epic Western in the premium areas at the stadium and its Specs, Total Wine, Twin Liquors, Goody Goody, Pogos, and major retailers across Texas. Epic Western, proud partner of SMU football.
This is SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
The ticket!
Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue with the best patio in town and happy hour from 4 to 7 every Sunday through Friday, and specials including free chips and salsa. Go check them out, Ozona Grill and Bar. Find your comfort zone. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Texas, keeping you at the center of everything they do. Texas born, 95 years strong, and proud to support SMU Mustangs football. Well, the SMU Mustangs right now with a 14-3 lead, 6:55 to play, and after a juggled punt, the Mustangs will start at their own 30-yard line, trying to extend the lead here late second quarter.
And it looks like Andrew Chambly is on again at right tackle. You know, P.J. Williams missed the Stanford game with a neck stinger. Ever since then, he's been in a red jersey at practice each week, which is the non-contact. You don't see that on linemen very often. Not sure if there's been a further issue with him here today. And P.J. is still on the sideline, has his helmet with him. But Andrew Chambly at right tackle, SMU at their own 30-yard line on a 1st down and 10 going left to right.
Chambly, by the way, allowed an early sack against Boston College, but after that he did really well in pass pro.
Well, there's all kinds of movement up front again, and I think that's going to be on SMU.
False start, offense, number 74.
Speak of the
5-yard
devil.
penalty, remains 1st down.
Andrew Chambly.
Yeah, again, he allowed that early sack last game a couple weeks ago, giving up the blow-by. But after that, solid pass pro, passed off rushers too, and pass pro as well. And smart guy. He's played well, but too many penalties.
He started at left tackle, of course, 2 weeks ago because Logan Parr didn't play, and they slid in Savion Byrd to left guard. Parr back at left guard today, and Byrd at left tackle. 1st down and 15 from the 25 for SMU. Pistol formation, play action for Jennings. Looking deep, fires middle of the field, and wide open with a catch at the 43-yard line. Jordan Hudson to the 44-yard line on a gain of 19.
Deep dig against the zone. It was all set up by great pass protection. That was not an easy catch, but Hudson made it look easy.
On 1st and 10 from the 44, handoff to T.J. Harden, goes straight up the middle for about 2 yards to the 46. 6:30 to go in the second quarter. It's 14-3. SMU leads Louisville.
Oh, and that Jordan Hudson, too. He had 5 for 104 a couple of games ago. Great runs after catches. He's already made a couple of tough plays, made the touchdown grab of the end zone, but I just love his toughness and how he runs over guys. But that catch he made a second ago on that deep dig, the ball was out in front of him, and I think he thought he was going to get hit. He just kind of reached his arms out and made the basket catch effortlessly. Man, he has really gotten good.
2nd down and 8 at the 46 for SMU. Empty backfield. McFall motions across, and they fake a pop pat to him. Jennings is going to throw a drag underneath to Matt Hibner, who's immediately tackled at the 47-yard line. A gain of just 1. Caleb Perry on the stop.
That was the right read there by Jennings. Not a lot of room there for Hibner to make the catch, but he's got good soft hands, too, for a big man. And R.J. Maryland wasn't open on the near side. Hudson wasn't open on the near side. They try to flood the zone that time, but Hibner gets tackled for just a gain of 1. But how good has he gotten?
3rd down and 7 at the 47-yard line. I continue to ask why Michigan threw him 2 passes in 3 years.
I know it.
3rd and 7 at the 47. Jennings empty backfield. Ball on the right hash. A 4-man rush is coming. He throws it on a drag route. This is caught. Yamir Knight at the 46. Spins through a tackle for a 1st down to the 44-yard line of Louisville, and that'll be a gain of 9.
Skinny post tonight, and he caught it short of the stick, but was able to drive through the defender using that toughness that we talked about. Red Lashley talked about that in the press conference, but he drives through the tackle to ensure that he picks up the first down. It took 3 guys to bring him down. He got 5 yards after contact right there.
He has 37 catches for 460 yards and 4 touchdowns coming into today, and we got another year of Yamir coming back next year. 1st down and 10, SMU at the 44 of Louisville. 14-3 lead here in the later stages of the second quarter. Jennings looks to his left, back across the middle, and throws downfield. Hibner at the 30, to the 20, Hibner to the 15. He's tackled from behind at the Louisville 10-yard line.
Oh, look at that speed by your big tight end, Matt Hibner, who seemed to enjoy trucking defensive backs last week.
There's a flag down in the end zone. Jalen Cooper was tangled with the defensive back. I think Tayon Holloway at the end of the play. The 1st down play goes to the 11-yard line for SMU. We'll see what they sort out.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense, number 25. Half the distance to the goal penalty, added to the end of the play, automatic 1st down. That's number 25, Louisville's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul of the game.
The cornerbacks have been having a tough day here for Louisville so far. That's Tayon Holloway that puts the Mustangs down to the 5-yard line.
So the linebackers, and last year the talk was, hey, you get R.J. Maryland matched up against a linebacker. That's a tough matchup. Caleb Perry, the Mike linebacker, could not stay with Hibner that time. Great throw by Jennings, but how about the burst of speed by Hibner to get separation? That was an NFL play. And how about the run after the catch by Hibner?
Boy, it has a lot of speed that you don't expect. 1st and goal at the 5. Handoff, T.J. Harden runs right and hit at the line. He's actually going to be dropped for no gain on the play. They really supported that well from the back end with D'Angelo Hutchinson, the safety.
They do, and you look at red zone touchdowns, and opponents are only at about 52% against Louisville this year in the red zone, 14 of 27. That's a good number, although it's not quite SMU's number of 37%, but opponents struggle sometimes in the red zone against these guys.
2nd and goal at the 5. Jennings looks to his right as he rolls that way. Pumps, brings it down. Runs back to his left. He has some room, and he shovels it forward. T.J. Harden has the touchdown catch.
That was not by design.
Oh, no.
That was impromptu. It's great awareness by Jennings, who didn't panic, looked right, then ran left and said, I got nobody in the left corner. Brenson's not open. What am I going to do? And he just shovels it to his running back, Harden. Great communication with those two. Turns into an SMU touchdown.
Kevin probably could have run that in on his own.
I'm glad he didn't.
He'd had to run real wide to do it.
He would have, and he might have taken a hit on that. And the fewer hits he takes, the better, I think, this part of the season, particularly with his gimpy ankle. That was a good decision by Jennings.
Career touchdown pass number 52, and he's now alone in 4th place in SMU history. He is now 5 behind Shane Buechele for 3rd. The extra point will make it 21-3. SMU has the lead over Louisville with 3:25 to play in the first half. We'll keep it right here during this timeout as the Mustangs have stretched it out to 21-3. How about this Kevin Jennings statistical line in the first half? 15 of 16, 154 yards, and he's accounted for all 3 touchdowns, 2 passing and 1 on the ground.
I love that phrase that you used in the pregame coming off the bye week. You said rust, or what was it?
Rest or rust.
Rest or rust.
Which is better, or which do you worry about?
Love the rest. I don't see any rust.
No.
I would love for another bye week to just kind of pop up out of nowhere. The Mustangs certainly needed it, but they have not looked rusty at all. In fact, it's been the exact opposite. That's another thing, too, Rich. This doesn't get talked about very much, but one of the most important parts of a coach's job, and Bobby Knight on the basketball side used to say this was the most important part of a coach's job, and that's making and designing a practice plan. What are you going to do in practice? What are you going to focus on? What are you going to get good at? Rhett Lashley is just a master of knowing what to focus on, what to get good at, how to motivate. He is really, really special in that sense. And there's also an art to being able to design practice plan off of a bye week, and obviously they know what they're doing, Rich.
Yeah, they are really buttoned up at practice. They have drill after drill, and they have a certain set they go through. And they do one thing on Fridays on home games that I really enjoy. At about the last 10 minutes, in practices, a little more than a walkthrough on Fridays, but the last 10 minutes, it's called the GA Bowl. It's all the guys that don't play. There's the guys that we saw 2 weeks ago in the fourth quarter at Boston College. Those guys, they put on shoulder pads, and they go full contact for about 10 minutes. And that is the most fired up portion of any practice, both for the guys that are getting to play and for the regulars who are getting to cheer them on and watch them play. And it really gets everybody fired up at the end of Friday's practice getting ready for the game.
And a lot of basketball coaches have talked about in this NIL portal era about how they just try to go into escape rooms and play pin the tail on the donkey. Just get maybe not that.
That's not what you do in an escape room. Have you been to an escape room? They don't play pin the tail on the donkey.
Not at the escape room, but anyway, they're doing this team building. But when you said that immediately conjures the thoughts of just building the culture, and building the unity, and it just brings that togetherness.
The scout team guys are important, and you keep them fired up by giving them a chance to do that. You get the guys a chance to play last week too, and a blowout win. By the way, I mentioned that Jennings moved into 4th place in career touchdown passes. He also just passed Shane Buechele for 4th place in passing yards, and Tanner Mordecai is up next, and he's not very far behind him this afternoon as well. And remember, we got another year potentially coming to Kevin Jennings here, quarterback at this team. He could rewrite all the record books on the passing front.
Anyway, we can squeeze one more year out. Some of these guys play 8-9 years. Can we find another year, too? I'd love to be able to keep this guy.
Sam Keltner to kick off. Colin Lacey ranges to his right and watches it bounce 6 yards deep in the end zone. And so Louisville will have it at the 25-yard line with 3:25 to go in the first half. 21-3, SMU leads. They've only outgained Louisville 237 to 72 yards. And Louisville's played 2 backup quarterbacks here with Miller Moss out due to injury.
I mean, if we can find B.J. Edwards another steal to bring him to a triple-double, surely we can find Kevin Jennings another year to keep him on his quarterback.
He's got another year. He's there next year.
Another year aside from that year.
Oh, I see what you're saying. All right, well, they've gone back to Deuce Adams, who started the game. He's back after sitting out 1 possession at quarterback. 1st and 10 for the 25-yard line. Adams from the shotgun goes play action. Looking left, throws this way, and it's caught at the 50, and running out of bounds is Dakari Collins at the 47-yard line of SUB. That's only his 11th grab of the year.
Yeah, you're playing some deep zone right there, and Deuce Harmon was there. I mean, he was giving some soft coverage to start with anyway. He was there, but just couldn't quite turn his hip. He was backpedaling when he should have opened up earlier to contest that catch.
28 yards on that play. 1st down and 10 at the 47-yard line of SMU. 2:55 to go second quarter. It's 21-3 Mustangs. Adams in the shotgun. Watson is the running back. Play action. Adams throws down the right side, and that one, what a great catch down the sideline through contact at the 22-yard line. I think it's Chris Bell on the catch, and the Mustang defender, Ahmad Moses, takes the worst for wear on that. He is still down on the turf at the 22.
You know, Kevin Allen was driving through Musa there.
Personal foul, illegal hands to the face, defense, number 93. Half the distance to the goal, penalty added to the end of the play. Automatic first down.
When that flag came out, I kind of knew what it was going to be there, but I thought Allen did a great job of bull rushing right through that right guard Musa, but they called him for the hands to the face. I thought that was kind of a gray area there.
Ahmad Moses down with the training staff, far side of the field at the 21-yard line. This injury report is brought to you by J. Alexander Law. And Rhett Lashley even makes it all the way to the far side hash marks to check on his safety, Moses, who, how about this week, being named a semifinalist for the Walter Camp Player of the Year. This is not a defensive player award. This is the Walter Camp Player of the Year award. There's 20 semifinalists on the list. Only 6 are defensive players, and Ahmad Moses on that list because he comes in here tied for the nation's lead with 5 interceptions. He is up and walking on his own back to the SMU sideline.
Boy, that's not something that you want to see. He is incredible back there, and all the talk was about Isaiah Wacobia, and we talked about Ahmad Moses too coming into the season, but man, Ahmad Moses has surfaced as being a fantastic safety. Had 4 tackles, had 2 fumble recoveries at Boston College, was everywhere. He was kind of like the Kilgore and the Brandon Booker today.
He has 4 takeaways the last 2 weeks. Those 2 fumbles at BC. He had the 2 interceptions against Miami, including the overtime one that kind of won the game for you.
And I thought he ran the alley well and made great plays and run support in the second half of that Boston College. You cannot lose him.
After the penalty, it's first down and 10 at the SMU 11 for Deuce Adams, who's in an empty backfield. The redshirt freshman quarterback, they snapped the ball, but he had stepped up to the line. It goes right by him, but the officials will blow with a whistle.
The officials were not ready for the play.
How were they not ready? They weren't in hurry up.
I don't think it started the play clock.
Let's go down to the sideline and get an update from Steve Lansdale on Moses.
Yeah, there have been at least 2 other times this year that Moses got hurt, went to the sideline, and looked like it was really serious, and then he's back in a couple of plays. This time, he's laying down on the ground for a while, comes to the bench, wouldn't even take a seat on the bench or go to the injury tent. He turned around, got by the coaches, lobbying his way back into the game shortly.
Well, that's good
First
news.
down and 10 at the 11-yard line of SMU. Empty backfield for Deuce Adams. Now they motion a man across in front of him. Adams on a quarterback keeper going left, and he's going to slide down to avoid being hammered by Brandon Miazono. It's about a half-yard gain on the quarterback keep. Miazono was right there waiting on him, and 6'2", 200-pound Deuce Adams decided much better than taking that. It's just a slide down here. For no gain.
Miazono did a great job too of talking.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
It was talking with Kilgore. Those two, Kilgore was in a panic right when the ball was snapped, and Miazono got him lined up right.
It's the 2-minute timeout. 2 minutes left, first half. SMU 21, Louisville 3. This is SMU football from Learfield.
I'm Dan Direct with Flooring Direct. Get 0% interest financing right now at Flooring Direct and get your entire flooring project for less than $200 a month. Book now at FlooringDirectDFW.com.
Our pros are the nicest. We've got the best prices at Flooring Direct.
Parkwood Collision Center. For those who only want the best. In auto body and collision repair. State-of-the-art facility, Tesla and Rivian certified. From EVs to everyday rides. Backed by a lifetime warranty. Insurance, towing, rental process, they got you. When it comes to your ride, never settle. Choose Parkwood Collision Center in Frisco in the new location in Aubrey on 380.
She's made up her mind to live pretty smart. Learn to budget responsibly right from the start. She spends a little less and puts more into savings. Keeps her blood pressure low and credit score raises. She's cutting get right out of her life. She tracks her cash flow on a spreadsheet at night.
Boring money moves make kind of lame songs, but they sound pretty sweet to your wallet. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865.
Pony up to a beautiful new yard with Big Bully Turf. We bought too much turf, so we're throwing our biggest sale ever. Right now, save 30% off and no payments and no interest until 2027. Plus, this month, for every job that Big Bully Turf sells, we're giving back to our community by buying a bike for a child in need. Don't wait. Go to BigBullyTurf.com today. Big Bully Turf. Woman-founded. Waffles approved. Some restrictions apply. New customers only. See website for details. Offer expires 11/30/25.
This is Matt Alsbrook, the Texas Law Dog. If you've been injured in a crash, you need an attorney that's going to ride the full 8. This ain't my first rodeo, so hit me up at thetexaslawdog.com. That's thetexaslawdog.com.
The Ticket says, these days, influencers are a dime a dozen. But we've been influencing opinions in this town for 30 years. And since we're not in any owner's back pocket, we don't have to put sponsored posts under anything we say. Let us influence your hot sports opinions, so you're not the guy who doesn't miss the meme.
Whatever works.
We are the original sports influencer in DFW. Sports Radio 96.7 and 1310.
The Ticket.
The Ticket.
This is SMU Mustangs football on The Ticket.
Kohl's has the back-to-school styles that'll spoil them at prices that'll spoil you, from jeans and tees to sneakers and more, which means that you can do it all without overdoing your budget when you shop at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. We are late second quarter. 2 minutes to go. In fact, the 2-minute timeout. And the SMU Mustangs have a 21-3 lead over Louisville here at home. And Louisville looking at second down and 10 from the SMU 11-yard line.
Cardinals without their starting quarterback Miller Moss due to injury. They've played 2 quarterbacks. Largely it's been Deuce Adams who is in the shotgun here on second down and 10 from the SMU 11-yard line. Colin Lacey, their number 2 receiver, is lined up at running back because they're missing 2 of them as well. Second and 10 from the SMU 11. And looking to throw, Deuce Adams, and he was going to throw a screen right to the Lacey out of the backfield, and it is batted down at the line of scrimmage by Keontae Spears.
Spears got it. Cameron Robertson was there at end, and I thought Robertson did a good job of not being overly aggressive and just running straight upfield and not create that running lane. And inadvertently, he kind of got his hand in the passing lane, and Robertson, I believe, got his hand on that football. He was the one that broke that pass up. Really good play by Robertson, and he does it between the ears.
Louisville 1 of 4 on third downs. This is 3rd and 10 from the SMU 11. Adams out of the shotgun, has 3 receivers wide to the right. Now his back motions out to the left. Adams looking to throw under some pressure, and he's trying to run out of there, and he won't be able to do it. He's going to be sacked. There's a flag down as well in the backfield, and he's sacked at about the 12-yard line. And the sack is that Isaiah Smith who got the sack?
Sure looked like it.
Illegal formation offense, more than 4 players.
Yes, it was.
The penalties declined, 4th down.
So it is a penalty that was declined, and it will be a sack at the 12-yard line, a 1-yard loss. It's 4th down. They're going to kick a field goal, and the sack is credited to Isaiah Smith. That gives him 23 in his career. He is half away from the record by Luke Johnson in SMU history.
One more sack. Let's just put this into perspective. One more sack for Smith.
Timeout. SMU, their first timeout of the half. 30-second timeout.
Well, is Brett Lashley going for blood here as he calls the timeout with 1:49 left? Because he wants the football back.
He wants the football back. But Isaiah Smith, 1 sack away from having more sacks than any other player in his career, in SMU history for a career.
And Luke Johnson from 97 to 99 had 23.5. Isaiah just passed Jared Davis and Justin Lawler and Justin Rogers with his 3.5 sacks 2 weeks ago on the road at Boston College.
And if you want more on Smith, you want to see what he's all about, go to our Facebook pregame show and watch the film room segment. We feature him. He made 3 fantastic plays against Boston College. I thought the scraping over the top of both tackles to get to the opposing side to get the sack was just maybe his best play of the year. Go watch that.
Kyle Ranvier has hit a 36-yarder today. This is a 30-yarder just inside of the left hash. Ranvier with a snap back, the hold down kick is on its way, and that one is good, and it's 21-6. SMU with a minute 45 left in the first half against Louisville.
And by the way, if you do go back and watch that segment, you will have seen it more times than Rich has so far, I guarantee
100%. And the Mustangs with a 21-6 lead late in the first half. They've outgained Louisville 237 of 125 yards. And keep in mind, Louisville playing with a backup quarterback and backup running backs galore. Their top 2 running backs, Isaac Brown and Kewan Brown, unrelated, are both out with injuries. They've played Duke Watson, they've played Braxton Jennings, and they've had Colin Lacey, their number 2 wide receiver, play running back today. And it hadn't worked out very well so far for them running the football. As a matter of fact, the quarterback, Deuce Adams, leads them in rushing.
And again, we have an opponent getting the red zone, but they don't get to the end zone. Remember, the Mustangs were only at 37% giving up touchdowns when opponents get in the red zone. Now they're, 14 of 40, I believe it is?
That is, I believe, correct, yes. The kickoff is short. Link Rhodes bobbles it, has it at the 5. Makes one man miss, makes another man miss at the 15, and Rhodes will be tackled at the 17. It was a very short kick by Nick Keller. And they do pin the Mustangs back inside the 20-yard line with 1:38 to play in the first half. SMU with a 21-6 lead and 2 timeouts.
A cascade of oohs and ahs coming from the crowd on Link Rhodes, making move after move, trying to avoid would-be tacklers. And the old coach in me is just thinking, don't turn the ball over. Don't fumble the ball down here.
P.J. Williams back at right tackle. First down and 10 for SMU at their 18-yard line. Pistol formation for Kevin Jennings. Hibner motions in tight. They'll hand off coming right at the 15, breaking a tackle to the 20, and Derek McFall goes out of bounds at about the 22-23-yard line with a pickup of 5.
Somebody might have scraped a face mask right there. The bench apparently still getting a report, Steve, saying that the coaches and the bench asking for a face mask. I thought that was pretty. Jerry Magallanes has missed a few things back there at that referee spot. What's he doing back there?
He ain't the only one. There's 7 others out there, too.
He's 5 feet from it.
Second down and 5, SMU at their 23. Chris Johnson comes on at running back. 1:33 left in the half.
Is this an AAC crew?
I don't think so. Man motions around it. Shamir Knight, they fake a pitch to him going left and hand it off instead to Johnson coming right to the 27-yard line as he picks up 4. TJ Quinn, their leading tackler, for now the 3rd year in a row, makes the tackle. It's 3rd down and short for the Mustangs with 1:17 and counting.
Hey, remember last game against Boston College when we were trying to hurry up and get points there at the end of the half?
Yeah.
We ended up turning the ball over and gave up a field goal.
Yeah. They're going conservative here.
I think, shades of the Boston College game coming out right here.
If they gain a first down here, though, they'll start to do a few things. It's 3rd down and 1 at the 27, and the handoff is to T.J. Harden. Ooh. And, boy, he ran into a wall, but he's able to push the wall forward for 2 yards and has a first down to the 29. Clock will stop while they move the chains. 52 seconds to play at the half. 21-6 SMU leads Louisville. 1st and 10 Mustangs from their 29, and they are ready to roll here after the ball is set for play. 2x2, the wide receivers. Jennings out of the shotgun to throw. Does, right side, caught by Hudson at the 37, makes his man miss, runs up across the 40, steps out of bounds. Conley at the 43, nice catch and run for 14 and a first down.
This throw right there, nice catch by Hudson. Love the run after the catch. If you don't tackle Hudson now, man, this guy can get to full speed in a hurry.
40 seconds left first half. 21-6 SMU leads Louisville. First down and 10 the Mustangs from their own 43. They go left to right. Ball on the right hash. Cooper wide to the left. Hudson and Knight stacked to the right. Louisville bringing a 5-man rush. It's picked up and a throw left, and Cooper got a little lost out of his break and didn't see it coming. It's incomplete.
That, and I think he might have slipped too on that.
That what it was?
Foot. Yeah.
He looked like he didn't have any idea where the ball was, and that's probably why, if he slipped. It'll be second down and 10.
I love the pass protection today. I don't think Jennings has been sacked one time today.
Well, and they had a 5-man rush coming that time. They brought an extra guy, and it was no issue.
It didn't even look like it.
Second down and 10 at the 43-yard line for SMU with 36 seconds left in the half. Louisville shows a blitz. They back off and rush only 4. Jennings is under pressure. Well, you jinxed him there, Scott.
Yes, I did.
He's been sacked by A.J. Green back to the 31-yard line. That'll probably about do it for this SMU effort here to try to score late in the half. 22 seconds and counting.
3rd sack of the year for Green. He's pretty good, too. That's a redshirt sophomore out of Atlanta, Georgia.
Give that one a half sack to Garner. Write that down. Mustangs are content to let the time run out now as that sack kind of thwarted the drive, but they had a 250-yard first half. And their quarterback, Kevin Jennings, 16 of 18, 168 yards, and he accounted for 3 touchdowns, 2 passing and 1 rushing.
The end of the first half.
pretty good little half for Kevin Jennings, and they're up 21-6.
I tell you what, 16 of 18, 168. Only every quarterback in the country would take that in the first half. He was really, really good. Make great reads. I thought his decision-making might have been as elite as his arm talent.
The Mustangs doing their best to do their part in making it to the ACC championship game. They lead Louisville 21-6 at the half. Halftime show is next. This is SMU football from Learfield.
The tradition, the legacy, the spirit. This is what we live for. This is what's in every bottle. Proud sponsor of SMU Athletics, award-winning Socorro Tequila is crafted in the highlands of Jalisco, Mexico, using time-honored methods for shared moments like today. No shortcuts, no additives, just agave, water, yeast. That's it. Crisp, smooth, and authentic, Socorro Tequila is available at your liquor store or socorrotequila.com. Enjoy responsibly. Salud.
Take the field with GCATS, the official electrical contractor of SMU Athletics. Whether it's data wiring or large-scale builds, GCATS offers cutting-edge electrical solutions backed by over 250 years of combined expertise. Whether you need electrical, telecom, or renewables, trust GCATS to energize your game plan. Power up with GCATS today. The official electrical contractor of SMU Athletics.
For years, everyone thought Verizon had the best network, because they did. But now the best mobile network in the U.S. is T-Mobile. T-Mobile's network has the most advanced 5G, with more towers, and their signal reaches further than ever. So you can text and instant talk and say, "You won't believe where I am."
T-Mobile has the best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H 2025. See T-Mobile.com/network.
For 110 years, Vista Bank has been helping entrepreneurs make their move. Recently named one of Dallas Business Journal's top commercial banks and Dallas Morning News Best Bank of Dallas-Fort Worth, Vista is committed to SMU Athletics. That's why they're partnering with us to help one lucky Dallas business owner make their move this year. Go to MakeYourMoveDallas.com today and enter to win $10,000 of advertising to our amazing SMU fans. Entrepreneurs banking entrepreneurs since 1912. Vista Bank. People first.
SMU Halftime is on the air. Brought to you by Moody's. Moody's Real Texas Barbecue is a proud sponsor of Mustang football. Visit one of our 6 DFW Metroplex locations for all your tailgate needs. And by Ozona Bar and Grill is a proud sponsor of Mustang Athletics. Visit them online at ozonagrill.com. This is Mustang Halftime, sponsored by Origin Bank.
Halftime at Ford Stadium, SMU hosting Louisville on Senior Day. The Mustangs, they look strong, leading 21-6 at halftime. I'm Will Connerly, back inside the Ticket Studios. Just the fourth meeting between the Mustangs and Cardinals. These two ACC teams receiving votes. SMU, they've never lost to Louisville, and their hopes for Charlotte and the ACC title game still alive heading into this weekend. But they knew they needed to win today and next week and get a little bit of help, either needing a Georgia Tech loss at home tonight against Pitt. That's a 6 o'clock kickoff from Atlanta, or they need Virginia to lose at home to Virginia Tech next week. But let's look at the highlights from the first half. The Ponies' offense took the field first. Louisville won the toss and deferred. And after head coach Rhett Lashley commented the other week about the Mustangs' struggles on opening drives, they looked well rested off the bye week to begin the game, starting with the ball, put together a fantastic drive, was aided by a couple pass interference penalties, and on the 9th play of the series to begin the game for the Mustangs, they're able to find the end zone.
Second down and goal from the 2. They have an I formation behind Kevin Jennings under center. He goes play action, rolls out right, looking, nobody's in the end zone. Doesn't matter. Kevin Jennings is in the end zone. Touchdown SMU.
So Kevin Jennings gets the scoring started, the PAT good, and the Mustangs take a 7-0 lead with 10:40 to go in the first quarter. Louisville responded with a 12-play, 57-yard drive. It got them on the board with a 36-yard field goal, and the Mustangs' lead was trimmed 7-3 with about 4:15 to go in the first quarter. Then the Cardinals and Mustangs each traded punts before SMU getting the ball back after a punt starting at their own 41-yard line, drive down the field. Kevin Jennings set up with a 2nd and goal from the 7 on their 10th play of the drive.
Jennings from the shotgun. He wants to throw. Does. Right side. A jump ball for Hudson. Caught. Touchdown SMU.
How about Jordan Hudson? He earned his third 100-yard receiving game of the season last time out, and he grabs a touchdown there from Kevin Jennings, who's riding back-to-back 300-yard passing games and looked excellent in the first half. And SMU leading 14-3 with 8:53 to go in the second quarter. It's the 5th touchdown catch of the season for Hudson. He had 6 grabs for 52 yards in the first half. On Louisville's third drive, they deployed a new quarterback. They started with redshirt freshman Deuce Adams. They made a call to the junior Brady Allen. It was expected that they mix him in here and there throughout the afternoon, and they did it. But the Cardinals having to do this with a couple of backups. Starting QB Miller Moss out for the game today because of a foot injury. But either way, the Mustangs force a 3-and-out. Louisville also just banged up without their top couple running backs today as well. So SMU got the ball back just under 7 minutes to go in the half. Again, with a 14-3 lead. And Kevin Jennings orchestrating another great drive. And on the 7th play of the series, he does this.
A 2nd and goal at the 5. Jennings looks to his right as he rolls that way. Pumps, brings it down. Runs back to his left. He has some room, and he shovels it forward. T.J. Harden has the touchdown catch.
A beautiful shovel, the 2nd touchdown pass for Kevin Jennings after also running one in the first half. T.J. Harden finds the end zone for the 7th time this year, first time receiving. The PAT was good. SMU up 21-3 with 3:25 to go in the second quarter, as the Mustangs finish off a 7-play, 70-yard drive that spanned just 3.5 minutes. The touchdown pass moves Kevin Jennings to 4th all-time in touchdown passes and passing yards in SMU football history. So Louisville got the ball back with just under 3.5 minutes left in the first half. They drive down the field. A couple nice passes, back-to-back 20-plus yard completions by the freshman quarterback Deuce Adams, and they get down close. Samad Moses, the captain, who's tied for the most interceptions in the nation with 5, left the game but quickly then came back, and the Cardinals were facing a 3rd and 9 from SMU's 10-yard line. And Isaiah Smith, as he has throughout his whole career, comes up with a big sack, now 8.5 on the season, and just 1 half sack shy of the all-time career program record. It forced Louisville to settle for another field goal from just 29 yards out, made it 21-6 in favor of SMU, and that is our score at the break. But that Isaiah Smith sack is really how the first half went. SMU holds Louisville to just 1 for 5 on 3rd down through 2 quarters of action. Meanwhile, the Mustangs go 4 of 5 on 3rd down, and so that's really reflected in the time of possession in this one. The Mustangs hold on to the rock for 18.5 minutes, just 11.5 for the Cardinals, who will start with the ball to begin the second half. Coming up next, the voice of the Mustangs, Rich Phillips, gives us this week in SMU football history. Then we'll come back to the studio, give you some scores from across the country, and get you back to Ford Stadium for the second half. This is SMU football from Learfield.
Okay, Texas, pop quiz. True or false? Walmart has more than 500 million items online. True. Find a huge selection online that you can't find in stores. True or false? Groceries always cost more when they're delivered. False. Walmart's grocery prices are the same for delivery as they are in store. Last one. Walmart can deliver in as fast as an hour. True, y'all. Use Express Delivery to get eligible items to your doorstep before the pool party starts. Walmart. Who knew? Subject to availability. Fees and restrictions apply.
Hey there, Hunter here from Legacy Homebuyers. For nearly 10 years, our local family-owned team has helped thousands of DFW homeowners sell fast, without repairs, hassles, or closing costs. We can even give you a fair cash offer on the spot. And best of all, you pick the closing date. Call us at 1-800-TOP-CASH. That's 1-800-TOP-CASH, or visit legacybuyers.com. Because when it comes to selling your house, you deserve a trusted local source.
Pony up. to a beautiful new yard with Big Bully Turf. We bought too much turf, so we're throwing our biggest sale ever. Right now, save 30% off and no payments and no interest until 2027. Plus, this month, for every job that Big Bully Turf sells, we're giving back to our community by buying a bike for a child in need. Don't wait. Go to BigBullyTurf.com today. Big Bully Turf. Woman founded. Waffles approved. Some restrictions apply. New customers only. See website for details. Offer expires 11/30/25.
Tired of waking up tired? Sleep better? Feel better? Find your perfect mattress at NFM. We've got more than 3,000 mattresses in stock. Check out our many comfort levels, pressure relief options, and temperature balance features. And get 72-month financing on qualifying mattress purchases. Pick up today or let us deliver. Visit NFM in Grandscape or NFM.com and start sleeping better tonight. Minimum monthly payments required, 18% APR. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
From our home office high on the hilltop, Plains Capital Bank is a proud supporter of SMU Athletics. As a part of the Hilltop Holdings family of companies, we're a strong and stable partner with a statewide presence in markets across Texas. We've grown to be the 8th largest Texas-based bank by deposits because we take banking personally. So let's start a conversation. Let's make a game plan to reach your financial goals. Go Stangs! Plains Capital Bank, member FDIC.
The SMU Ponies play here on The Ticket.
It's halftime and time for a look at this week in SMU football history. Let's go back in time with the voice of the Mustangs, Rich Phillips.
As the SMU Mustangs try to play their way into a third straight conference championship game, this week in SMU football history takes us back to the first time they clinched a spot. It was November 26, 2010, in a high-scoring affair at East Carolina. This group of players were coming off the school's first bowl berth in 25 years and had already locked up a second, but a win in the regular season finale was needed to clinch a spot in the Conference USA title game. The Pirates broke out to a 14-0 first quarter lead on a pair of John Williams 2-yard touchdown runs. A Matt Zamansky 28-yard field goal in the second quarter put SMU on the board, and they hit halftime down only 4 following a 15-yard touchdown pass from Kyle Padron to Keenan Holman. SMU wasted little time taking the lead in the third quarter, marching 77 yards on 10 plays, capped by a Cole Beasley 6-yard touchdown catch for a 17-14 advantage. After the two teams traded punts, the SMU defense joined in the scoring with a 33-yard fumble return by Ja'Garrett Davis. That was one of 4 career defensive touchdowns for Davis, one short of the school record. After an East Carolina field goal cut the lead to 7, Padron went up top and hit Aldrich Robinson for a 53-yard touchdown and a 31-17 lead. Zach Line ran in his first touchdown of the day in the fourth quarter for a 38-24 lead, but ECU was not done. Dominique Davis capped a 12-play drive for the Pirates with a 9-yard touchdown run. Following a 3-and-out by the SMU offense, East Carolina put together an 11-play drive that resulted in the game-tying touchdown pass to Lance Lewis with only 12 seconds to play. The game went to overtime tied at 38. Line scored again from a yard out on the opening possession of overtime, meaning the Pirates needed a touchdown to keep the game going, but it didn't happen. Richard Crawford picked off Dominique Davis on the ensuing possession to seal the 45-38 win. It clinched the CUSA West Division Championship for SMU and a berth in the league title game the next week, as well as a spot in SMU football history.
Kohl's has 20% off gifts that are so good, your family might think you read their minds. Check off your list now with cozy, thoughtful, and stylish gifts that will make them say, "How did you know?" Yep, with these presents from Kohl's, you're going to leave them feeling impressed and convinced that you're a psychic. Shop Kohl's for an extra 20% off gifts that are the perfect fit. Select styles. Offer ends November 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohls.com for details.
Herman Marshall Whiskey, one of North Texas's oldest distilleries that includes a portfolio of aged bourbon rye and single malts built from the grain up with locally sourced Texas ingredients. Make sure and visit our new historic downtown Wiley tasting room and distillery for live entertainment and that true Texas whiskey tasting experience. Available at your nearest liquor store or via their website at hmwhiskey.com. Let's whiskey.
Hey, Mustang fans, it's college football season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Hail Marys and walk-on heroes. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to SMU football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the SMU Mustangs. Let's go Mustangs! SeatGeek.
SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
21-6 at halftime. SMU dominating Louisville on senior day at home. If Rhett Lashley's squad can hold on in the second half and improve the head coach to 27-4 in conference play under his direction. And speaking of conference play, we'll look around the conference right now, but also let you know that the biggest game, at least in terms of what SMU cares about, is certainly going to be tonight as Pitt pays a visit to Georgia Tech. And in that matchup, SMU needing Pitt to win to help their case for the SMU Mustangs getting back to the ACC championship game. The scenario for the Mustangs is they need to win out and either have Georgia Tech lose tonight or Virginia lose next week to Virginia Tech. So that'll be a big one to watch. And Pitt running back Desmond Reed not going to play in Atlanta tonight, one of their top offensive weapons. Some scores, though, across the conference. We look within the ACC first. A couple of games going on. Miami taking it to Virginia Tech 20-3. They lead at halftime on the road at Virginia Tech. And Wake Forest, non-conference action, but they're looking good, 35-7, hosting Delaware. Those are the only other two ACC games going on. A couple of top 25 matchups as well. Number 8, Oklahoma up 14-3, hosting Missouri. Ohio State 14-3. They're also up at halftime, hosting Rutgers. Texas A&M 31-0. They lead over Samford, so right on pace as they were 50-plus point favorites in that game. And number 4, Georgia up 21-0 midway through the second quarter against Charlotte. So those are some scores from across the country. The score here at Ford Stadium, 21-6, SMU leading Louisville. We will step aside the second half. When you come back, this is SMU football from Learfield.
Do you know why Milestone is the official sponsor of SMU Athletics?
I do not, Bob. Why?
Because Milestone realized they are both experts at dealing with tight situations and staying cool under pressure on the field and on home repairs.
And they're both the best in Dallas.
That's right. Milestone has won Best in DFW, hosted by the Dallas Morning News, 2 years in a row.
So get over to callmilestone.com today, Bob, and get $76 off all things electrical, plumbing, and AC. Milestone, official home service sponsor of SMU Athletics. Pony up.
We'll fix it in a flash.
Hello, friends. Kick off your day the right way with Herb's House Coffee. Stop by their Dallas location and enjoy locally roasted favorites, cold brew, matcha, local pastries, breakfast, tacos, and more. Located about half a mile from SMU, Herb's House has ample study space, meeting rooms, and discounts for SMU students and staff. They're a proud SMU sponsor, and you'll find their blue Herb's truck on the boulevard before every home game this season. Visit herbshousecoffee.com to learn more. Come for the coffee, stay for the company. Herb's House Coffee.
Guy Fieri called Palmer's Nashville Hot Chicken Sandwich a destination dish. Make Palmer's your destination. Palmer's Hot Chicken, Catfish, and Shrimp in the Lakewood area. Mockingbird and Abrams in the Hillside Village. Open 7 days a week with catering. Let us cater your next tailgate or corporate event. With trivia on Tuesdays and live music on Wednesdays and Thursdays, Palmer's Hot Chicken, Catfish, and Shrimp is the place to be.
You can actually do well by doing good. I'm Jim Springfield, president of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas. Texas is an independently spirited state. That gives Blue Cross the ability to provide unique services for the unique needs of Texans. I think letting that feed into the products and services we offer, it's culturally appropriate. You can have the assurance that we're going to continue to be progressive when it comes to meeting Texans' health needs.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
This is SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
The ticket! Second half starting up momentarily here at Ford Stadium. It's SMU 21, Louisville 6. Kevin Jennings, an outstanding first half, 16 of 18, 168 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he ran in for a third touchdown. Jordan Hudson, the leading receiver, with 6 catches, 52 yards, and a score, and 10 carries, 55 yards for T.J. Hart. Before the second half starts, let's get a halftime report down on the sideline for Steve Lansdale.
Yeah, the Mustangs would love a repeat performance of the first half. They'd like to not lean on Jennings quite as much as they did in the first half. If they can stretch this margin out a little bit, look for them to lean more heavily on the run. Defensively, they want to force Louisville to go to the air. They feel like Louisville's offense, while not particularly potent either side, has more luck on the ground. And then, same as always in every game, stop the run, eliminate mistakes.
All right, thanks a lot, Steve. So far in the first half, 2 Louisville quarterbacks combined to go 8 of 10 for 80 yards. Most of that was by the starter, Deuce Adams, the redshirt freshman, 7 of 9, 81 yards. Adams also led him in rushing with 5 carries for 21 yards. They're playing without Miller Moss today. Reports are he dropped a weight on his foot in the weight room this week, and we saw him in warm-ups not moving very well, so they've gone primarily with redshirt freshman Deuce Adams at quarterback. And then the Brown brothers, who are not related, Isaac and Kewan Brown, both out with injuries at running back. They actually started their number 2 receiver, Colin Lacey, at running back. They've played Duke Watson and Braxton Jennings as well with little success running the football. Sam Keltner is ready to kick off. Colin Lacey stands back in the end zone awaiting this kick, and it's a line drive, and it bounced in the left corner of the end zone. Wow, he booted that line drive back there, and that'll put Louisville at their own 25-yard line to begin the third quarter, going left to right from north to south here at Ford Stadium.
I like how the Mustangs came into the game having only allowed a total of 27 points in first quarters this year. They only allow 30 points in third quarters. By far, those are the 2 best quarters for the Mustangs defense, and they only give up 3 points in the first quarter and 3 points in the second quarter today.
Deuce Adams, the quarterback, Colin Lacey at running back on 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line, and Lacey will motion out of the backfield right. Adams looking, he'll throw a screen right to Colin Lacey, and then is a swarm of blue jerseys down there for the SMU defense led by Kyron Chambers. Alexander Kilgore came out of there with a football, but they called him down, and Colin Lacey is still down on the turf at the 24-yard line.
Boy, not only are you losing a wide receiver if you lose him, but you're losing a running back.
Player injury.
He is really in pain holding his right ankle. One of his teammates tried to help him up, and he refused it very vehemently, and now the training staff is over there to check on him. It was Dakari Collins who tried to pick him up, and they're kind of sending everybody away as Colin Lacey is in a ton of pain, and the training staff attending to his right ankle. The injury report brought to you by J. Alexander Law. Head coach Jeff Brom coming over as well to check on Colin Lacey, their number 2 receiver with 52 catches on the year. He's played some running back today, again, without both of the Browns to play in the backfield. They are really kind of grasping at straws on offense.
They are, and this guy Lacey threw a razzle-dazzle touchdown early third quarter against Clemson in the last ball game. He's got solid hands. They do not want to lose him. But you mentioned swarm. That was the word you used to describe the last defensive play for the Mustangs. That absolutely was. You had 3 guys around the football immediately, including Kyron Chambers, who against Boston College kind of struggled to get off blocks at times.
The previous play is under further review.
And he struggled to cover in the flats, too. But, man, this defense is so well coached. People in the right spot, on time. Scott Simons is just a fantastic coordinator.
I think they're reviewing to see if this should be a fumble recovered by SMU. The ball came out, and Kilgore had it at the end, and they called it dead.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't blow a whistle until after Alexander had the football in his hands. Lacey is still down with all the medical staff there at the 24-yard line of Louisville. We're just underway in the third quarter with a 21-6 SMU lead. Lacey now is standing. Not moving, but standing.
You know, the ball was loose late, but I thought getting hit, I thought his knee was, I thought he was already down, but we'll have to look at it again. But, hey, if it is a turnover, it'll be the first one today for either of these 2 teams. The Mustangs already came in plus 11 for the season in turnover margin.
The question is if the ball was loose before his elbow hit the ground.
I think his elbow hit the ground first.
Lacey is trying to walk off and barely able to put any weight on his right foot as he heads over to the Louisville sideline and having to have help from training staff and pretty much
after review, the ruling on the field is upheld. Second down.
They confirmed that it was not a fumble. And it'll be Louisville football, 2nd down and 11 from their own 24. And so now they've lost a guy that's one of the best punt returners in the country. He's their 2nd best wide receiver, and he's been one of their running backs today at a position they're very thin at. And Lacey, hard to imagine with the way he looks right now that he'd ever come back in this afternoon.
And he's such a part of their screen game, too, and so explosive after catches. That is a big miss for them, too.
Adams goes under center on 2nd down and 11, turns and hands this one off to Duke Watson, running left, and makes a nifty little move by Ahmad Moses to the 30, and he's up to the 33, nearly the 34-yard line.
What a hard hit there by the aforementioned Kyron Chambers, who, again, undercut a wide receiver in the end zone last week to make a great play to deny a touchdown. That was a hard hit in the 3rd level to force a 3rd down and short.
3rd and 2. At the 33-yard line for Louisville.
Mustangs have done a great job this year on 3rd downs. They are just permitting 35% of opponents to convert.
Adams in a pistol formation with Duke Watson behind him. High snap, he brings it down. Watson running right, slips 2 tackles for a 1st down. Coming right to the 40, and finally gang tackled out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 7.
And the tackle that he got out of was Brandon Miazono, who took too sharp of an angle. Had he gone a little bit further outside, it would have been able to stymie him perhaps at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. But they've got some guys who can run. It was a nice job of bouncing it to the outside to pick up that 1st down by Duke Watson.
Just underway here in the 3rd quarter, 21-6 SMU leads. Louisville 1st down and 10 from their own 41-yard line. Duke Watson, the running back, to the right of Deuce Adams, the quarterback.
He broke off a bunch of long runs last year, but he's kind of been up and down this year.
And they look with a fake toss under pressure here. Adams is going to dump it off underneath the Watson 40, up the sideline 45. He'll step out of bounds at the 47-yard line with a pickup of 6.
And that was good pressure there from the edge, and Ahmad Moses coming from the backside on a blitz. Moses has already made a couple of plays, and he got shaken up in that 1st half. Fortunately, he's back in there.
2nd down and 3. At the 40, make it 2nd and 4 at the 47 for Louisville. Play action. Adams will throw left and right down to the ground to make the catch at the SMU 49-yard line for a 1st down is Antonio Meeks, only his 10th catch of the year, but it is a Louisville 1st down.
Off coverage right there by Deuce Harmon, and just a hitch route right at the 1st down stake. Harmon a little bit late getting there, but a nice throw and catch, a short pass, wide side of the field to pick up a 1st down for the Cardinals.
At the SMU 49 for Louisville on 1st and 10. They'll hand this off. Duke Watson running straight up the gut to the 45-yard line. And tackled there by, I think, Ja'Kai Lang, a pickup of 4.
This looks more like the Louisville team that we saw on tape. Now, they haven't gone too much under center from the I formation, and they haven't run a whole lot of pistol yet today, but still, they are run it, pass it. They like to control the game and really make you pay in the 2nd half.
They are in a pistol here with Braxton Jennings now, the running back. 2nd down and 6 at the SMU 45. And fake it to Jennings. They'll throw a toss right to a tight end underneath. Caught at the 42 by Nate Kariski. He'll be tackled at the SMU 39. That'll be very close, but I think about a half-yard short of the 1st down.
Kariski faking the wham block, ran the arrow route. That's kind of a slip screen in basketball, but he's the guy that caught that razzle-dazzle touchdown against Clemson last week.
3rd down, less than a yard, just short of the 39. They give this one to Braxton Jennings, and he's hammered at the line by Brandon Booker, who continues to have an outstanding game, and he stopped him short of the 1st down.
Boy, teams have really struggled on 3rd downs against the Mustangs, just 35% this year. They're not that much better on 4th. We have come up with, 8 great 4th down stops so far?
I believe it's 9 4th and 1 and 11 of 4th and 2 or shorter. This is 4th and 1 at the 40 of SMU. They're going for it.
And personnel changes coming up. Spears is coming in now to play for Smith.
Under center here with Duke Watson, the running back. Deuce Adams under center on 4th and 1 at the SMU 40. And they're going to go on an end around, a fly sweep going left to Bell, 1st down to the 40 to the 35-30. And it's a 1st down, but there is a flag down in the offensive backfield. It's going to be against Louisville.
It's going to be a hold.
Holding, offense, number 70. 10-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
That's a 2nd hold on Sylvester today, and I thought they could have gotten the tight end there for a hold as well, as they brought Marcellus Barnes down. I thought Kariski, the tight end, held Barnes on the edge.
That's going to force a punt, by the way.
Yeah. That's another way to stop them.
There it is. Get them holding. They had the right play call. Give it to your best guy, Chris Bell. And now David Chapeau will punt again. Ymir Knight at the SMU 9-yard line. And back at his 36, Chapeau goes with a rugby left. This is a backup kicker who's having to punt for him. It's caught by Ymir Knight at the 12. Splits two defenders to the 15, tackled at about the SMU 16-yard line, and that'll send us to a timeout with 10:23 to play in the third quarter. SMU 21, Louisville 6. This is SMU football from Learfield.
The final whistle blows, but the spirit carries on. Win or lose, it's the moments we share that matter most. Proud sponsor of SMU Athletics, award-winning Socorro Tequila is crafted in the highlands of Jalisco, Mexico. No shortcuts, no additives, just agave, water, yeast. That's it. Crisp, smooth, and authentic. Socorro Tequila is available at your local liquor store or delivered straight to your door at SocorroTequila.com. Enjoy responsibly. Salud.
Hustle makes a difference on the field for SMU football. Hustle makes a difference in marketing your business too. Broadnax 21C Printers provides HD lithography, small and large format digital prints, and promotional products for some of the most respected and recognized brands in Dallas. Broadnax 21C, printing that chases down your customers. Find us online at broadnax21c.com. That's BRODNAX 21c.com. Broadnax is a proud partner of SMU Athletics.
Attention SMU fans, are you ready to secure your retirement with the team the Mustangs trust? Our seasoned team of financial professionals at Lord & Richards has been trusted by the Mustangs for their financial game plan. When you're ready to join the winning team, we'll craft a retirement strategy that suits your goals. Call us today at 972-905-3516. Lord & Richards, your winning play for a secure retirement.
Saving money on the highway, yeah. DFW my way, yeah. Tiny sticker on the glass, yeah. Keeping more of my cash. I got that. Toe tag is popping. We ride it, we stop it at the stockyards and the fair. Hit the zoo and everywhere. I got these dollars in my pocket. Thank you, toe tag, from my wallet. Toe tag is popping. Small stickers, saving money big league. Get my tolltag.com.
This is SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
The ticket!
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Feeling great starts with a great shave, and a great shave starts with Barbasol's thick and rich moisturizing lather. Start your day off right with Barbasol. Pegasus Jerky Company. Handcrafted all-natural beef jerky made with simple ingredients for premium taste. Pegasus Jerky Company, proud sponsor of SMU Athletics. Now, the SMU Mustangs have forced the punt after Louisville snaps it 8 times. They consume 4.5 minutes of this third quarter clock. We've got 10:23 to play in the third quarter. SMU out in front 21-6. On a day they would really like to come out with a victory, and they would certainly love for Georgia Tech to get upended tonight by Pitt.
SMU does have one more game to go in the regular season. Next Saturday will be at Cal. Don't know the game time yet. Should find out tomorrow. So keep an eye on the SMU social channels. We'll have it here on 96.7 and 1310 The Ticket next Saturday from Berkeley, California. 10:23 to go third quarter. 21-6 SMU leads. And here is the first offensive possession of the second half for Kevin Jennings and company. They're at their own 17-yard line. Pistol formation with Chris Johnson as the tailback on first down and 10. Ymir Knight motions to the left, and they throw a screen to the left. It's caught by Brinson. Nice block to the 20, 25, and dragged down out of bounds way into the white at the 29-yard line. That'll be a first down for SMU.
Knight gets a nice reach block right there, and Rodney Johnson out there on the edge. Johnson, a fifth-year senior, very upset that he could not get off that block. Great job.
First down and 10 at the 29 for SMU. Chris Johnson, they fake to him. Kevin Jennings had nothing working, so he quickly throws it into the SMU bench over the head of Romello Brinson.
I'm telling you, it's just the game within the game and the decision-making that has improved, along with Jennings' ball skills, no doubt, but just making the right decision, making the right passes. There have been 3 or 4 times today where he's had a quick decision to make. Do I gamble and go deep? Do I check it down? What do I do? Do I throw it away? That was a great throwaway right there by Jennings.
And it's only his 3rd incompletion on the afternoon.
Wow.
2nd down and 10 from the 29 for the Mustangs.
One not his fault.
TJ Harden takes the handoff going left, waits for a block to set things up to the 35. Takes a big hit there, but picks up 6 yards running behind Stone Eby.
No doubt the hardest hit that he has taken today, but we have seen some guys levy some blows, and TJ Quinn, I think, as you like to say it, was the nail, not the hammer on that play.
Harden now up to 61 yards on 12 carries. It's 3rd down and 4. SMU at their own 35-yard line. They are 4 of 5 on 3rd downs today. That's pretty good.
Yeah, most of the damage was done inside driving through defenders last game. It's been on the edge today for Harden.
3rd and 4 at the 35. Out of the shotgun, Kevin Jennings. They rush 4. He throws left. Wide open. Hibner at the 40 has a first down to the 42. Jabari Mack on the tackle there. A gain of 7.
It's the 4th target for Hibner. It's the 4th catch for Hibner today, the tight end who has become as sure-handed as any tight end in the conference, no question. And I want to know over the last 6 games the percentage of catches to targets for Hibner. Guy never drops the ball. This guy's fantastic.
And why did Michigan throw in 2 balls in 3 years?
I don't know, but you know.
They played him mostly on special teams, honestly.
But, Rich, before TJ got hurt, RJ got hurt last year, we never threw to him.
You're right. He had 2 catches before then and finished with 24 last year, and he has 24 on the year now today. First down and 10 from the 42 for SMU. Jennings under some pressure, rolls to his left, throws. Oh, what an unreal throw. Running left, throwing almost behind his body to Ymir Knight at the 45-yard line, out of bounds into Louisville territory of the first down.
He had to lead Knight on an intermediate toss. Most quarterbacks can't throw running to their left as a right-hander. Jennings put touch on that ball.
1st and 10 at the Louisville 45. Jennings to throw again, deep down the middle, and he there's a target for Hibner that he didn't catch, and it ain't his fault. It was about 3 feet over him.
That is the first bad pass today for Kevin Jennings. That was a bad pass. The ball, I think it just kind of slipped out of his hands.
That pass to Ymir, he was trying to recover for the pass he made to Ymir Knight.
How could you throw that ball to Ymir and then airmail that one?
I don't know. That was unusual to see. He's 19 of 23 for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. 2nd down and 10 at the 45 of Louisville for SMU. 8:07 to go in the 3rd, leading 21-6.
A bad pass for Jennings is now an oddity.
TJ Harden to the left. Well, they are stacking the line of scrimmage with 7, and here they come. Jennings under some pressure. He releases it to TJ Harden. Harden going to run at the 50 and breaks a tackle there to the 45, and he'll have plus yardage after catching it 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He makes it down to the 43 for a gain of 2, and real fortunate not to have an illegal block, by the way, out there on the edge, I think, on Addison Nichols.
It was Addison Nichols, but also Trip Reardon did a good job of pulling off a potential block out there on the edge. It would have been a block in the back. That ball would have been coming back.
Yeah, that's who it was Reardon out there. And tough spot on the edge when the guy turns back to you, and he almost committed the violation. Instead, it's 3rd down and 8 at the 43 of Louisville.
You got to have good players, but you have to have smart players. It was a very smart play by Trip Reardon.
2-by-2, the receivers on the right hash for Kevin Jennings on 3rd down and 8. 5-man rush coming, and he fires it down the middle, and that one goes right through Jordan Hudson, and Kevin took a shot in the backfield after he delivers the pass.
Well, he did.
4th down upcoming, and they are going to send out
Surely the punter.
It is. Wade McSparron is coming out.
Yeah, 4th down and 8. You're up by 2 touchdowns here midway through the 3rd. You have field position. Louisville has 0 momentum. And I think we're sending the punter out.
And it'd be about a 60-yarder from here. So.
Oh, you were thinking field goal.
I was looking to see who was coming out special teams-wise. You never know these days in football. In the NFL, you'd probably kick here, a field goal, wouldn't you? If Brandon Aubrey should kick here,
if it's Dallas.
Here is a straight-on punt by McSparron, very high, short. Fair catch is signal for it, and the Mustangs have just trucked Colin Lacey. And believe... And that one is going to be Jalen Moses who was down there. I believe it is
Kick catch
Jalen
interference,
Moses.
Kicking team, number 26. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
I think it was Bobby Golden, I believe, was the returner because, of course, Lacey went out hurt a moment ago. 7:07 to go in the 3rd quarter.
What are we going to pick up 13 yards here on the exchange?
That's okay.
I told you we should have gone for it.
21-6, SMU has the lead over Louisville. This is SMU football from Learfield.
This football season, elevate your SMU game days with Rebel XP. Rebel XP's hassle-free tailgating packages offer everything you need for an unforgettable experience. From setup to cleanup, Rebel XP handles it all. With a prime location just steps from Gerald Ford Stadium, all you have to do is show up on game day and bring your Mustang pride. Whether you're entertaining clients, connecting with alumni, or spending time with friends and family, Rebel XP helps you upgrade your game day without the stress. Don't miss out. Visit rebelxp.com/SMU today to reserve your full-service tailgate.
Sometimes we need a good thrill, and in Texas, both Ford and your SMU Mustangs deliver just that. From the rumble of an engine to the roar of the crowd shouting, "Pony up!" It's all about performance. That's why Ford is proud to sponsor SMU Athletics. So whether you're behind the wheel of a Mustang Dark Horse or proudly supporting your ponies, it's always go, go, go Mustangs. Find your perfect vehicle at your Texas Ford dealer, and you'll see why.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Attention SMU fans, whether you're celebrating a big win or prepping for the next game, La Madeleine has you covered. Enjoy our freshly baked pastries, savory soups, and mouth-watering entrees, all inspired by the heart of France. And now, with the La Madeleine Rewards app, earning points and enjoying exclusive offers is easier than ever. Download the app today and start earning delicious rewards with every visit. Fuel up before the game or wind down afterward at La Madeleine. With convenient locations near SMU, it's the perfect spot for Mustangs on the move. Bon appetit, SMU.
Cool off island style with Kona Ice. Our bright tropical trucks are rolling your way with fluffy shaved ice in all your favorite flavors. From Ninja Cherry to Monster Mango, it's the taste of a mini vacation. Right here at home. Book us for your next party, school event, or fundraiser. We bring the flavor, the fun, and the smiles. Look for the big, colorful truck or schedule your Kona Ice stop today at Kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor Wave fun on wheels.
The SMU Ponies play here on the ticket.
Over 50, nearing retirement. Pony up to this 2-night retirement planning class that's quietly educating thousands of retirees and pre-retirees. Retirement Planning University, now live at SMU. Go to retirementplanninguniversity.com. That's retirementplanninguniversity.com. See website for disclosures. Kohl's has the back-to-school styles that'll spoil them at prices that'll spoil you. From jeans and tees to sneakers and more, which means that you can do it all without overdoing your budget when you shop at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Well, after the kick-catch interference penalty against SMU, Louisville's got better field position. They're still 70 yards away, however, and with 7:07 to play in the third quarter, it's SMU 21 and Louisville 6.
The Cardinals with Deuce Adams, their redshirt freshman backup quarterback, 11 of 13 for just 95 yards. He does lead them with 21 yards rushing on 5 carries. They're without their top 2 running backs. They're without their starting quarterback today, and so it's been a bit of a slog for the Louisville offense. They'll go with an I formation and Adams under center. Duke Watson is the tailback. 1st and 10 from the 30. Mustangs bring 5 up to the line as Ahmad Moses comes up, and they'll run left away from Moses, and still Ahmad tracks him down from behind. He tackles Watson after a 2-yard gain at the 32.
I love the fact that Moses is not afraid to show pre-snap that he's coming down and rolling into the box as another defender there as they show the man-to-man coverage. But they run a lead play away from the play, and you're right, Moses just ran that thing down from behind. He's got such a high motor. That's a nice limited gain of 2.
2nd down and 8 at the 32-yard line. Shotgun now for Deuce Adams with Watson to his left. And he gives this one to Duke Watson, running left at the 35, hit first there, and drives forward to the 38-yard line with a pickup of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 2. And now Watson is limping off after the play.
Wow.
Jeez.
They're relegated to having to do this, to play this sort of style, just simply because they don't have a healthy quarterback. Miller Moss not available today, but here on 3rd down and 2, this is a big decision for Jeff Brom. They're going to spread it out, though, and throw this football.
Empty backfield, 3rd and 2 at the 38-yard line. Adams from the shotgun. Mustangs bring a blitz. He throws left and incomplete, intended on the left side for Trayshawn Hurry. And he was double covered there, and Brandon Miyazono was right in the quarterback's face when he delivered the ball. It's 4th down, and that's a 3-and-out.
It's big-time pressure, but I thought a really nice play, too, by DJ Warner. there who dropped back kind of in coverage, and he popped the potential wide receiver there from having any thoughts of catching that football. We've seen Smith and now Warner in consecutive games from that in spot drop back in coverage.
David Chapeau to punt. It is 4th and 2, so the Mustangs going to punt safe, but this is a backup kicker punting. I don't think they're going to run a fake. He had his best punt of the day. It went over Ymir Knight's head to the 15, and will bounce around down to the SMU 9-yard line with 5:39 left in the third quarter.
But Knight absolutely could have tried to catch that punt to save 10 yards, but not worth risking a potential muff and a turnover. That's an exquisite decision by Knight as the punt returner.
5:39 to play in the third. SMU 21, Louisville 6. This is SMU football from Learfield.
For years, everyone thought Verizon had the best network, because they did. But now the best mobile network in the U.S. is T-Mobile. T-Mobile's network has the most advanced 5G, with more towers, and their signal reaches further than ever. So you can text and Insta-talk and say, "You won't believe where I am."
T-Mobile is the best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H 2025. See T-Mobile.com/network.
The tradition, the legacy, the spirit. This is what we live for. This is what's in every bottle. Proud sponsor of SMU Athletics, award-winning Socorro Tequila is crafted in the highlands of Jalisco, Mexico, using time-honored methods for shared moments like today. No shortcuts, no additives, just agave, water, yeast, that's it. Crisp, smooth, and authentic, Socorro Tequila is available at your liquor store or SocorroTequila.com. Enjoy responsibly. Salud.
Hi, this is Brad Hansing here, co-owner of Earth Motor Cars, your DFW premier Lotus, Hennessy, luxury, exotic, and classic car dealership.
And this is Frank Cortese, co-owner of Earth Motor Cars. We are a proud supporter of the 2025 SMU football season and have been serving the community for over 20 years.
We offer over 300 exclusive vehicles that will look stunning in your garage, along with a full service department to get you home from game day.
Visit earthmotorcars.com and go Stangs.
Zeus Restoration, your trusted name for fire, water, and mold restoration for your home or business. Now certified in asbestos abatement. Depend on Zeus for restoration expertise, including asbestos removal. Contact us for fast, reliable service. The Zeus Promise. When we restore, we make it better than before. Proud to be the official restoration company of SMU Athletics. Schedule a free inspection at ZeusRestoration.com.
Zeus Restoration. When we restore, we make it better than before.
SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
The ticket.
Big trip on the horizon. The parking spot gets you going faster. Visit theparkingspot.com to reserve your spot now. No one gets you closer to the game than SiriusXM ACC Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through the regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/ACC Radio 2025. 5:39 to go here in the third quarter. It's SMU 21 and Louisville 6. The Mustangs have the ball now after the punt at their own 8-yard line. And nothing would be more riveting than to see the SMU Mustangs keep the football for 5.5 minutes and take this thing into the fourth quarter right now. Whether you score or not, can you keep the ball here and take it into the fourth quarter with a 21-6 lead against a strong Louisville team?
SMU's only possession of this half, they went 8 plays but had to punt it away last time. They have a first down and 10 from their 8-yard line. Jennings in the shotgun, TJ Harden to his left.
We're lined up, and we've got the guy with the clock out there at the numbers at the 10-yard line. I can't believe they're out there that early ready.
They're ready to go.
Man.
Get him off the field. Let's go. First and 10, SMU from their 8-yard line. Now everybody shifts. Jennings in the shotgun. Fakes to TJ Harden, throws it out in the right flat to RJ Maryland. And what a great play made defensively by the Louisville defense with Corey Gordon making the stop there for no gain on the play.
And he's really aggressive in the string game. Nobody really more aggressive as a safety in this league than him. He really improved as the game went on against Clemson. That number 24, that free safety is really good. I was going to say, we've been able to run the ball for 88 yards today. And remember, SMU's been under 100 yards as a team on the ground in 4 of the last 7 games. But here, with 20 minutes to go, you want to be able to line up and run the football.
2nd and 10 at the 8-yard line for SMU. Jennings, he'll give it to T.J. Harden, running right into just a mass of humanity and squirts forward to about the 12. It's 4 tough yards, making it 3rd down and 6.
Those are 4 tough yards, and this is a very important play in this game coming up because with the time and score, you want to get the first down, but you don't want to force anything either.
3rd down and 6, looking to throw out of the shotgun. Jennings does right side. It's caught. Hudson, 22-yard line for a first down, heading up the right sideline to the 25. Out of bounds beyond the 30-yard line. The Mustangs move the chains.
Jennings has completed now 22 balls so far today. That's one of the top 3, I think, today. But you can credit Rhett Lashley for that conversion because
officials timeout for defensive player injury.
SMU came out and they snapped the ball before Louisville was even lined up and caught them off guard. That's all coaching, and that's what you work on in practice. And that's a great job of execution by the Mustangs. A lot of times you see teams get up there and try to snap it quick, and somebody moves or the formation's not right or they get a penalty. Something goes haywire. But that right there is all about coaching. Fantastic execution to steal that first down for the Mustangs.
Jordan Hudson now 7 catches, 70 yards, and a touchdown. 22 completions here to 8 different receivers by Kevin Jennings. 22 of 27 for 220 yards and 2 touchdowns.
And, Rich, I got to tell you, Louisville's got a great defense. It's very hard to score 30 points on these guys. But when you're getting late in a game like this and your offense is not moving the ball and you're not scoring, it's very hard to convince your defense to continue to play at 100%. And we'll see what happens here as the Mustangs move the sticks and try to take the will away from the Cardinals.
Their starting defensive tackle, Renee Congo, was the one who was hurt for Louisville. 1st down and 10, SMU at their own 30-yard line. 4:14 to play in the 3rd, up 21-6. Empty backfield for Kevin Jennings. Wanted a screen left. They defended it well, so instead he throws it downfield, just threw a little off target to R.J. Maryland, who was open, incomplete.
Against the zone defense and with Jennings falling away, trying to make a throw with all arm up the left seam. That is a hard throw. I'm just glad that ball wasn't picked off. The last thing you want here is a pick 6.
I think that's the last thing you want everywhere, isn't it?
Well, particularly when you're up by 2 scores trying to put a game away. And I got a little nervous when there wasn't even a running back next to Jennings on that last play.
2nd down and 10 from the 30-yard line for SMU.
I don't know if there's ever a good time for a pick 6.
Pretty much the worst outcome for an offensive play. They go play action, they throw a screen left to Ymir Knight. He's going to lose a couple of yards. Might have been a little taunting there. Corey Gordon won on the stop, a loss of 2. It's 3rd down and 12.
The one thing you don't like is the fact that that play was made and how it was made, and it shows you that Louisville still has life. This game is not over by any stretch. Louisville's still very much in this game.
3rd and 12, SMU from their own 28-yard line. What's going on here? A Louisville player fell to the ground after they were at the line of scrimmage. A.J. Green.
Timeout. Louisville,
yeah.
Their first timeout of the half. 30-second timeout.
They'll have to take the timeout because A.J. Green flopped down on the ground. Now he's walking off, limping on his right ankle. But once the ball is placed, and if a defender goes down, it can be a penalty. You'll have to call the timeout to avoid it.
Yeah, that would have been a
terrible penalty to get here on 3rd down and 12.
Bad penalty, and recently they kind of changed the rule that if a guy has to come out of the game, you can't call a timeout to get him back in so they don't have to sit out.
Correct. 3rd down and 12 upcoming for SMU at their own 28-yard line. 3:41 left in the 3rd quarter. It's 21-6. SMU leading Louisville. Nobody has scored yet in the 3rd quarter. Kevin Jennings thrown for 218 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he ran for the other TD on the day for the Mustangs.
Remember, 3rd quarters have been so big for the SMU defense. We've only allowed teams to score a total of 30 points for the year in the 3rd quarter, and you still have the shutout today in the 3rd.
3rd down and 12. Mustangs are 6 of 8 on 3rd downs today. 2-by-2 the receivers for Jennings. 4-man front. Now a 5th man walks up to the line for Louisville. And they have a man jump offside. They snap the ball. Flag goes down. Kevin's going to lob this one deep down the right side. Jump ball for Hudson. He caught it, but he was out of bounds. and they'll get 5 yards on this as Louisville was offside.
Is there anybody better in this league at going up for a jump ball with toughness than Hudson? We already saw a touchdown like that earlier today.
Offside, defense, 5-yard penalty, replay third down.
It'll be 3rd down and 7 now for SMU.
You know, he had caught that ball, didn't have a foot down. It was broken up at the very last by Hutchinson, but that was a great effort right there by Hudson, looking back into the sun, no less.
3rd and 7, SMU at the 33-yard line.
Well, this is certainly a much more makeable 3rd down than the previous.
Too tight to the left, too wide to the right. Jennings now steps off and looks to the sideline, still 12 on the play clock. It's 3rd down and 7. Louisville has 5 at the line of scrimmage. Now they rush just 4. Kevin delivers wide open middle of the field. R.J. Maryland at the 40 for a 1st down. Turns upfield to the 50-yard line. And that'll be a pickup of 17.
They really flooded the left side up the seam because they had the tight end lined up to the boundary, but they also had the H-back on that same side, and it was kind of confusing to the linebackers on who to pick up and when.
That's R.J. Maryland's 3rd catch of the afternoon. His first one to give him positive yards, however. And it's a 1st down and 10 at midfield for SMU. Winding down to 3 minutes left, 3rd quarter. Mustangs up 21-6.
A.J. Green had to make a choice. Do I cover Hibner? Do I cover R.J. Maryland? He took the wrong guy, and it was an easy pitch and catch over the middle.
Harden is the running back, and Kevin Jennings will give this one to TJ. Has a hole at the middle 45-yard line, driving down to the 41-yard line of Louisville on a pickup of 9. And give Harden now 74 yards on 13 carries.
And also give SMU a 100-yard game, just the 5th time the last 8 games they've been able to go over 100 yards as a team.
On 2nd down and 1, TJ Harden runs left. He has a 1st down, and he just ran through a defender at the 35. Kept driving down to the 31-yard line. Tough 10 more yards by TJ Harden, and another 1st down SMU.
Well, they've talked for decades about how Big Ten teams start to take over in the trenches late in games, and you're seeing evidence of an SMU bigger offensive line starting to wear down the smaller D-line.
Player number 27 will leave the game for one play. His helmet came off.
I was going to say, TJ Harden's helmet must have come off there. He probably blew it off himself with that hit he delivered as he just lowered a shoulder into a man. And he did get it hit and take it off afterwards.
That was Jabari Mack, who got called for 2 PIs in the first half.
1st down and 10 at the 31 of Louisville.
Well, I'd like to turn and hand this thing off right here.
They'll go pistol formation to Chris Johnson. He has the handoff running right, cuts back left at the 30, tries to spin, but he is wrapped up and stopped in the spin at the 28-yard line. Still a pickup of about 3 on the play.
Rich, do you remember the goal starting this drive? The number 1 goal for the Mustangs. You remember what it was?
Run a bunch of time. Run the football and run time.
Let's take this thing, run some time, take it into the 4th quarter here.
Timeout for defensive player injury.
Well, we got another guy down, Micah Carter, backup defensive end for Louisville. They're going to run out of guys over there today. 21-6, SMU leads it with 1:45 to go in the 3rd quarter. They've gone 9 plays on this possession. They've actually kind of spread it out, Scott. 5 passing and 4 rushing plays.
I love it, and many of the passes, I think at least 3, were just kind of extensions of the run game where you're really not taking shots downfield. You're just trying to get it to the edge and get it into playmakers' hands, which sort of act as a running play. But with 1:45 to go, when they put this ball and mark it for play after this injury timeout, this clock is going to run, and you've got a fresh 40 seconds on the play clock. You can take this thing down under a minute with the next snap. And, you know, with this still being a 2-score game, so important how you manage the game here. And Kevin Jennings, you know, you get tired late 3rd going into the 4th quarter, but you've got to be mentally sharp. Abraham Lincoln once said, fatigue makes cowards out of all of us. So you've got to really focus and make good decisions from this point forward.
Wow, an Abe Lincoln quote for us today, huh? Digging down deep in the bag there today, aren't you?
Going really deep.
By the way, Kevin Jennings doesn't ever get tired, I don't think, does he?
He's in such. Hey, you know who else is in great shape for a tight end? That Matt Hibner.
Oh, boy, he is.
Isn't he? Hey, when he bounces up, he's sprinting back to the huddle every single time.
All right, I think we're ready to go as they are taking slowly Micah Carter to the Louisville sideline. They're going to have guys not on our depth chart playing here soon, Scott. Yeah. Maybe right now. 2nd down and 7, SMU at the 28 of Louisville. 1:45 to go in the 3rd, and the Mustangs have a 21-6 lead. Jennings has an empty backfield. 3 receivers bunched to the right. One of them's McFall, who moved back into the backfield. Rolling right, Jennings looking back left, and he threw that one wide left of Derek McFall down at the 12-yard line.
Well, you hate to see that because the clock was running. You could have taken it down to a minute here. And I know you got a 2-score lead, but you got to be careful how you manage games. And I'm sure Rhett Lashley's going, oh, man, I forgot to tell him to not snap the ball quick here because that time is going to be running. And then they throw the incompletion. So now you got to kind of overcome that.
3rd down and 7 at the 28-yard line of Louisville. T.J. Harden back on. 3 receivers right, 1 left on the short side of the field. On 3rd down, Jennings going to bring it down to the run. He is hammered at the line, actually behind the line by Clev Lubin for a loss of 4 or 5 on the play. Kevin picks himself up off the dirt, and here comes Sam Keltner on for a long field goal try.
God, that hurt from up here. That Clev Lubin is their best defensive lineman. He is explosive. He is fast. He will form you up, and you don't like to see your quarterback get formed up like that.
Rhett Lashley immediately went to check on Kevin as he came to the sideline. Keltner going to line up here from 49, almost dead center of the field. Morgan Tribbett, the snapper. Wade McSparron is the holder. And Keltner looking for a 49-yard field goal. Plenty of distance on this one. And the kick is good. A 49-yarder for Sam Keltner. And there is a flag down after the play as there's a lot of jaw-jacking going on in the middle of the line. 2 flags have come down.
Yeah, did all of that action against Louisville come before the kick or after? Let's see. It was a great kick, too, by Keltner.
Fantastic. Keltner now 13 of 18 on the year since taking over as the full-time field goal kicker in week 3.
Field goal is good. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct kicking team, number 91, his first of the game. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Blake Burris with the penalty, so Keltner going to have to kick off from his own 20-yard line.
You know, I thought Burris had a good game, too, last game against Boston College.
Saw Kevin Jennings take that big shot. Let's get the latest on him from Steve on the sideline.
Yeah, there's something in the water with these Mustangs. We saw Ahmad Moses earlier not wanting to come out. Now Kevin Jennings gets drilled, comes to the bench. They try to take him to the injury tent. He says no, sits down on the chair. Rhett Lashley comes over to check on him, and I could read his lips. He's saying, I'm okay. And he was almost laughing at his coach, who was just checking on his well-being. It certainly looks like Kevin Jennings intends to come back in.
Let's just not call any more draw plays for him. What do you think?
I thought, man, hey, as successful as Harden and Johnson were getting hand, I thought, we're just going to hand this thing off, take it to the foot. No, we didn't. And Jennings gets blown up, and we throw the incomplete pass, and now there's still 48 seconds to go here in the 3rd. Now we take the 24-6 lead, and you like that, but now you got to kick off from your own 20, so not a great last 2 minutes here for the Mustangs, but hey, you'll take the field goal.
Bobby Golden and Chris Bell back to return the kickoff. They should have a returnable ball since the penalty has Keltner kicking from his 20. And Golden will catch it at his own 21 on the right side. He's heading towards the middle of the field, and he tripped over the hash marks. He falls down on his own at the 30-yard line. The hash mark, we got a little robot that comes down and paints them. I think he put a little extra on that 29-yard line hash mark and tripped him up.
And you described it earlier as one of these food service little carts.
Yeah, it looks like one of those little Grubhub carts, that you see them on campus all over here. It's kind of that size, and it goes back and forth. I watched it painting the hashes yesterday.
You don't think they stole one and say, hey, let's paint the field with it, do you?
I don't think so. I don't think there was any food inside of the thing. I think it had paint inside of the compartment.
Hey, I did find out how much paint it takes to paint this field.
Well, tell me after 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line, a quick screen right, and Chris Bell barely catches the football, and he is absolutely obliterated by Cameron Robertson and Kedeontae Spears for a loss of 1. How much paint?
I can't remember. I'll figure it out. I got told about a week ago. I can't remember. I knew I should have wrote that down.
You brought it up that you found out how much. You just don't know. Yeah, it's a great story, Scott. Tell it again. 2nd down and 11. Louisville at the 28-yard line. Deuce Adams in the shotgun. Play action. He's looking deep down the middle of the field. Has a receiver there, and it's a little bit too tall. Intended downfield for Chris Hughes. Incomplete. 3rd down and 11 upcoming.
Man, he got behind Moses. That's the best throw and catch opportunity they've had deep. And that ball hit the wide receiver's hands up the seam.
4 seconds left, third quarter. 24-6 is the SMU lead. Third down and 11 for Louisville. They're 2 of 8 on third downs today. They're at their own 28-yard line.
We've done a good job of playing 2-deep zone coverage the last few weeks and rallying with that umbrella coverage. Let's see what happens here.
Deuce Adams in the shotgun, 5-man front, but they rush just 4, and they have some pressure. Flushing Adams out to the right. He's on the run at the 25. He's going to step out of bounds at the 29 with a 1-yard gain. It's 4th down and 10, and that's the end of the third quarter. SMU the only points in that third period on a 49-yard Sam Keltner field goal. They lead 24-6 over Louisville after 3. This is SMU football from Learfield.
Okay, Texas, pop quiz. True or false? Walmart has more than 500 million items online. True. Find a huge selection online that you can't find in stores. True or false? Groceries always cost more when they're delivered. False. Walmart's grocery prices are the same for delivery as they are in store. Last one. Walmart can deliver in as fast as an hour. True, y'all. Use Express Delivery to get eligible items to your doorstep before the pool party starts. Walmart. Who knew? Subject to availability. Fees and restrictions apply.
Need gutter installation for your home?
Call the brothers that just do gutters.
Or gutter replacement or repair?
Brothers that just do gutters.
Need gutter cleaning or gutter guards?
Call the brothers that just do gutters.
Serving the DFW Metroplex.
Find them at brothersgutters.com.
Ulyss, the new Batteries Plus, is now open at State Highway 121 near Glade. Batteries, key fobs, certified phone, and tablet repairs. It's the grand opening of the new Batteries Plus in Ulyss. Batteries Plus is the official battery recycling company of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey there, Hunter here from Legacy Homebuyers. For nearly 10 years, our local family-owned team has helped thousands of DFW homeowners sell fast, without repairs, hassles, or closing costs. We can even give you a fair cash offer on the spot. And best of all, you pick the closing date. Call us at 1-800-TOP-CASH. That's 1-800-TOP-CASH, or visit legacybuyers.com. Because when it comes to selling your house, you deserve a trusted local source.
Unpredictable Texas weather calls for guaranteed energy savings with TXU Energy Ultimate Season Pass. 50% off energy charges during peak winter and summer, plus even more months of automatic savings. That's relief that adds up to more than $450 a year.
Welcome to Huntington Bank. We're new here, but we've been around since 1866.
Wow, that's a long time.
Long enough to know that insightful bankers, great products, and customer service make a big difference. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
This is SMU Mustangs football on the Ticket.
The Ticket! Will Connerly with you back inside the Ticket studios. Number 13 Miami leading 27-10 at Virginia Tech. Wake Forest up 49-7 hosting Delaware. That one about to get started in the fourth quarter. Number 8 Oklahoma 17-6. They lead Missouri. Ohio State up 21-3 hosting Rutgers. A&M shutting out Samford. They're up 41-0 early in the fourth quarter. Let's go back to Rich and Scott.
Quarter about to start up here at Gerald J. Ford Stadium. Last home game of the year for SMU, and they lead 24-6 over Louisville heading into the fourth. Kevin Jennings, 24 of 31, 235 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air, 1 touchdown on the ground. Jordan Hudson, 7 catches, 70 yards, and a score. TJ Harden, 14 carries, 84 yards, and he also has a touchdown catch of 5 yards on a little shovel pass from Kevin Jennings. The Mustangs trying to work their way towards an 8th win on the year.
Yeah, and Kevin Jennings was really sharp to start. He's been good. Better in the first half than the second half, but still with great numbers. 24 of 31, as you mentioned. Still completing almost 80% of his passes. And Jordan Hudson, another career day, 7 for 70, a touchdown, a long of 19, been targeted 8 times now. He has 37 yards after the catch. And you and I kind of speculated going into this particular play and into the fourth quarter, what will Louisville do? And I said I would be surprised if they didn't go for it.
Well, this Louisville offense averages 400 yards a game. They have 168. They're challenged, of course, by having to play backup quarterback and really dig deep at running back. They're not going to go for it, as they have. By the way, they're digging deep at punter because a backup kicker, David Chapeau, has handled the punting duties for them today. Chapeau with an average of 41.3 on 4 kicks. Ymir Knight stands at his 30 awaiting this kick. And a low one this time from Chapeau. Ymir will fair catch it at his own 32-yard line. Mustangs have it just underway in the fourth quarter with a 24-6 lead over Louisville. The SMU defense having a heck of a day as they are taking advantage a little bit of the short-handed Cardinals. And on the sack list today, the only one is by Isaiah Smith. That's 23 in his career, 1/2 off of the all-time record in an SMU career. Ahmad Moses and Brandon Booker leading with 7 tackles apiece defensively for SMU. Well, we're going to see Kevin Jennings in the offense back out here. First down and 10 from their own 32-yard line.
And I like how the Mustangs have run for 110 yards. You've still got a quarter to go, controlling the game in the trenches and on the ground. Remember, you didn't have a single rushing yard through regulation against Miami last time here.
On first down and 10, they go with a play action right and throw it to Ymir Knight. Slips one tackle at the 35 and finally is dragged down from behind at the 40, a pickup of 8.
Boy, how about Hudson's block of the safety, Hutchinson right there on the edge? What a great job right there. It kind of drew some awe from the crowd, too.
Ymir does limp off to the SMU sideline. Second down and 2 from the 40 for SMU. TJ Harden comes on at running back. Harden with 84 yards on the ground today.
Yeah, he's had a really nice day. And well, you look at what Harden has done as of late. Ran for 130 against Boston College and kind of got the wheels back on after it had been probably 6 games since he had numbers like that.
Second down and 2 at the 40 for SMU. Hudson motions across the formation. They give it to TJ Harden. He bobbled it up on his shoulder. Finally does corral the ball, and it kind of short-circuited the play. He'll be tackled at the line of scrimmage for no gain, but better than a fumble.
Yeah, that's one of those modern-day triple option type looks where they send the fly sweeper, fake the handoff to him. You don't have the quarterback run. He decides to hand the football off. So with that mesh point, the ball was bobbled. The last thing you want right now is a turnover.
13:40 to go. SMU up 24-6. Third down and 2 at their own 40-yard line. SMU is 7 of 10 on third downs today. Harden, the running back. 6-man front for Louisville. And TJ has the handoff going right, picks up a block for a first down. Stone Eby leads the way, and now he's just pushing the pile at the 45, and he pushes it all the way up to the 49-yard line with a 9-yard gain.
TJ Harden running as determined as we have seen so far. The Mustangs doing a really good job of the ground of being able to work with that backside guard and H-back, the GH, call it the GH counter play. Run to perfection to move the sticks, to control the game. That's really what benefits you here. You're able to keep the football. You're able to gain more field position, and that clock just keeps running here in the fourth.
Down to 12:45 to play. First and 10. SMU from their 49-yard line. Play action. Jennings looking, lobbing this one deep down the left side. Jordan Hudson runs under the ball at the 25. He put a ton of air under that ball and drops it right in there for a gain of 24.
Fantastic deep over route right there by Hudson. He had to run a long way for that football, but it pays off. A great toss to the wide side of the field. He just put a lot of air under it and ran away from the linebacker trying to run with him, and that safety was late too. Hutchinson, great job by Hudson to come up with that catch.
8 catches, 96 yards, and a touchdown today for Jordan Hudson. And he gives the Mustangs first down and 10 at the Louisville 25. 12 minutes to go, up 24-6.
58 targets in 5 games coming into this one.
Out of a pistol, they hand off to TJ Harden, running left, and they don't have anything on the edge. He makes one man miss at the 31 and is able to run forward to the 29 to cut the loss down to 4. So he's second and down and 14.
He had to run hard just to make that a 4-yard loss. Yeah. He almost got tackled for 6 or 7-yard loss right there on just kind of a pistol handoff. That's because there was so much penetration. Khalid Perry, the Mike linebacker, just knifed in there. He had a great game against Clemson, Perry did, and he almost made a real big hit in the backfield there.
Second down, 14 at the 29 of Louisville. 24-6 our score here in the fourth quarter. SMU leading the Cardinals. 2-by-2 the receivers. Shotgun for Kevin Jennings with Chris Johnson in the backfield. Kevin will throw quick left on and out. That one's caught at the 20 by Brinson. Makes a man miss to the 15 to the 10. And he will step out of bounds at the Louisville 7-yard line to pick up a 22 on the catch and run.
Yeah, how about a deep hitch right there by Brinson, who turns around, oh, what's this? And catches the ball and is able to turn and run. That ball's on him quickly.
He came out of his break and the ball was headed his way already.
Yeah.
First down and goal, SMU at the 7-yard line with 10:40 to play. Looking to tack on more to a 24-6 lead over Louisville.
Terrific timing. And, again, this Louisville team, really good. Just a couple of weeks, they were top 20 in the country.
First down and goal at the 7-yard line. Jennings will hand this to T.J. Harden, running right up the middle to about the 6. And that is all. A pickup of 2. It'll be second down and goal. T.J. Harden over 90 yards on the afternoon.
Well, he's been fantastic today, but you look at Louisville, and they just don't give up points. In fact, they've only given up 30 points, one time this year.
Jennings, by the way, with 291 yards passing today, has moved past Shane Buechele and past Tanner Mordecai into third in SMU history in passing yards, and second's not far away. Second and goal at the 6. He'll roll the pocket to the right. Jennings is going to throw that way, and it's broken up nicely right in front of Jordan Hudson over here on the near side of the end zone. I believe it's either Hutchinson or Holloway who was able to bat it away. Holloway, the corner. It'll be third and goal.
He's small, but, man, he is really good. He's good in the run game, but that was a great breakup. Just his 4th breakup of the year, but that was a really good play. Yeah, if you score a touchdown here and get an extra point, you will have scored more points than any opponent has scored against Louisville all year.
Really?
Yeah, Virginia scored 30 in beating Louisville 30-27 when Virginia was really playing good football. It was early October.
Empty backfield, third and goal at the 6-yard line. Now they bring Harden into the backfield. Jennings to throw, lobs this one right, has Ymir Knight back in the end zone, and touchdown SMU! 1 foot in for Ymir Knight.
Simple post-corner combo route right there, and Ymir Knight runs the corner, and Jennings throws the dot right where he needed to. What a great throw. It's all set up by great protection, and he had to throw it over 2 DBs there and just went right to Ymir Knight in that deep right corner of the end zone. He caught it with his back to the end line and got not one, but I believe both feet down there. What a game for Knight.
That's his 5th touchdown catch of the year.
The ruling of a touchdown is under further review.
Take a look at the replay we have here in our booth for Ymir Knight. Definitely has 1 foot down. Question now is we'll get a better angle to see if he had possession of the ball, and I do believe he did.
He did.
Barbasol, close shave instant replay with 9:38 to play, and SMU for the moment up 30-6. They ran over 5 minutes off the clock on that possession.
Oh, that was nice. You know, Hudson with 8 grabs today. Ymir Knight now, I think that will be number 7 in his 2nd touchdown if they count it.
6. It'll be his 1st touchdown.
First touchdown?
Yeah.
Hibner with 4 grabs, Brinson with 3.
How about Jennings, 28 of 36 for 297, 3 touchdowns and a TD run. Can he get a QB of the Week award ever in the league?
I think we're going to get it this week. He has just
After further review, the ruling on the field is upheld. Touchdown.
The thing, though, it's not even the numbers with Jennings. It's how he manages the game and just all of the little things he does right.
That's some of the things I think do get overlooked. Not saying that's why he doesn't win Player of the Week or anything, but like in the Clemson game, he probably had one of his lowest completion percentage games of the season.
Yeah.
But we know it because we watched it for 4 quarters on 1 foot. And not able to lean into any throws, and just the amazing throws he was able to make, and just the way he just is in control.
He is. Nobody can watch every game, but you have to watch these games to appreciate his value.
Sam Keltner's extra point, and there it is. That's the most points scored against Louisville this season, 31-6. SMU with 9:38 left. This is SMU football from Learfield.
When you're hungry for championship flavor, head to Hutchins Barbecue in McKinney in Frisco. Proud sponsor of SMU Athletics. We're talking slow smoked brisket, fall off the bone ribs, and all your favorite Texas sides. Crafted the Hutchins way with love at every bite. Planning a tailgate, office party, or family feast? Let Hutchins cater your winning spread. Hutchins Barbecue, home of the Texas Twinkie, where quality craft barbecue meets Mustang pride.
Do you know why Milestone is the official sponsor of SMU Athletics?
I do not, Bob. Why?
Because Milestone realized they are both experts at dealing with tight situations and staying cool under pressure on the field and on home repairs.
And they're both the best in Dallas.
That's right. Milestone has won Best in DFW, hosted by the Dallas Morning News, 2 years in a row.
So get over to callmilestone.com today, Bob, and get $76 off all things electrical, plumbing, and AC. Milestone, official home service sponsor of SMU Athletics. Pony up.
We'll fix it in a flash.
A smooth, close Barbasol shave in the morning lifts your confidence. That rich, creamy lather will catapult you to greatness. Nothing can stop you today. Well, except that traffic jam. Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
Snakes, zombies, public speaking. The list of fears is endless. But the real danger is in your hand when you're behind the wheel. Distracted driving is what's really scary and even deadly. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
UT Southwestern Medical Center was ranked as the #1 hospital in Dallas-Fort Worth by U.S. News & World Report for the 9th consecutive year. 12 of UT Southwestern specialties are nationally ranked, including cancer, heart and vascular, and neurological care. UT Southwestern breakthroughs begin here. The official healthcare system of SMU Athletics. Go Ponies!
This is SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
No one gets you closer to the game than SiriusXM ACC Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through the regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/ACC Radio 2025. How about SMU with a 31-6 advantage after Kevin Jennings throws another TD, his third of the game. 9 plays, 68 yards. It takes 5:13 off the clock, and Ymir Knight comes up with a touchdown reception.
Mustangs with the most points scored by any Louisville opponent, and we were kind of chatting about it. They averaged 31.5 themselves on offense. They got 6. Now, they are compromised greatly.
Oh, yeah.
Their top 2 running backs out, their quarterback out. They played Deuce Adams nearly the whole day at quarterback. He's 12 of 16 for just 94 yards. The number of snaps offensively, the disparity is amazing. SMU has run 67 plays on offense, and Louisville 36.
36.
Time of possession is 31:50 for SMU, 18:32 for Louisville. That is taking advantage of the situation here is exactly what Rhett Lashley and the Mustangs have done today. Keltner's kick, and Bobby Golden's going to catch it about 3 yards deep. He's going to run it out. He'll come left at the 10, 15, 20, 25-yard line, and he'll be tackled there by Jalen Moses. And I think Sael Reyes in there as well, and Louisville will have it right about the 25-yard line. 9:32 to go. SMU with a 31-6 lead over the Cardinals.
You know, with these up-tempo teams, it's not unusual to have a game where you'll snap the ball in the 90s.
Timeout with 9:32 left. SMU 31, Louisville 6. This is SMU football from Learfield.
Rudy's Real Texas Barbecue is your Mustang tailgating headquarters. Rudy's opens early at 7 a.m., 7 days a week. Whether it's breakfast tacos, sandwiches, or one of our famous group meals, let Rudy's take care of your smoking. Visit us at one of 6 North Texas locations in Allen, Arlington, Burleson, Denton, Fort Worth, or Frisco. Or place your game day order at Rudy's.com. Rudy's, Real Texas Barbecue.
This football season, elevate your SMU game days with Revel XP. Revel XP's hassle-free tailgating packages offer everything you need for an unforgettable experience. From setup to cleanup, Revel XP handles it all. With a prime location just steps from Gerald Ford Stadium, all you have to do is show up on game day and bring your Mustang pride. Whether you're entertaining clients, connecting with alumni, or spending time with friends and family, Revel XP helps you upgrade your game day without the stress. Don't miss out. Visit revelxp.com/SMU today to reserve your full-service tailgate.
For years, everyone thought Verizon had the best network, because they did. But now the best mobile network in the U.S. is T-Mobile. T-Mobile's network has the most advanced 5G, with more towers, and their signal reaches further than ever. So you can text and instant talk and say, "You won't believe where I am."
T-Mobile has the best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H 2025. See T-Mobile.com/network.
Big Bang Boom!
J. Alexander Law, standing on business. J. Alexander Law, standing on business. He gon' help you secure the bag. He gon' help you secure the bag. Just call 1-800-INJURED, and that's 1-800-INJURED. Standing on business.
The SMU Ponies play here on the ticket.
We'll see you at Barley House, 5612 SMU Boulevard. Your home away from home for great food, cold drinks, and your official SMU game watching experience. Barley House. Well, the SMU Mustangs with a 31-6 advantage with 9:32 to go in this fourth quarter against Louisville. And the only thing that remains now is, where are we going to meet and watch the Pitt game tonight?
I'm going to be on my couch. I don't know about you.
Hey, speaking of which, Barley House, they still have a piece of the goalpost over there?
I don't know.
Isn't that where
the
they marched?
whole thing went over there.
The whole thing went over there?
That was my understanding. We're right down SMU Boulevard over there the other day.
We've been on the air here for 3 hours, 3.5 hours with the pregame show. Not one report from you about or Steve about the new goalpost that's gone in.
It's up. It looks just like the last one. What do you need to know? First down and 10 at the 25 for
we need to
Louisville.
go down to Steve for this.
Deuce Adams in the shotgun. Hands this one to Duke Watson, running left to the 30 and clipped down by Ahmad Moses at about the 34-yard line. A pick up at 9 on the play for Duke Watson. Second down and 1 at the 34-yard line. Watson is limping off. Matter of fact, he is hopping off on one foot, and that's all they need. So they'll go back to Braxton Jennings again at running back. Second down and 1 at the 34-yard line. They fake it to Jennings, and big old Keontae Spears blocks a shot at the line of scrimmage. It's third down.
Big old Keontae Spears. That's it. That's a perfect description. 6'4", 313, a fifth-year senior out of Baton Rouge. Oh, man, I love watching that guy play. He had a big, strong bull rush, too, against Boston College. I don't think they've blocked him yet.
Third and 1, and they look to throw out of this from the 34. Stepping up in the pocket, now under some pressure, and he's going to be sacked all the way back by Brandon Miyazono at the 26-yard line. Miyazono looked like he was shot out of a cannon as he ran in for his second sack of the year.
I noticed that, and I thought, man, I wish we could put a timer on these guys, because I guarantee you Miyazono was running twice as fast as that quarterback was, wasn't he?
About the fastest I've ever seen Brandon run.
Oh, my gosh.
And it's going to force another punt by David Chapeau. And back at the 33-yard line awaiting it, Ymir Knight with 8:24 to play in the game. SMU up 31-6 on Louisville. And a low snap. Chapeau fields it cleanly. A little bit of a line drive kick. Ymir will fair catch it at his own 35-yard line with 8:12 left to play in the game. SMU 31, Louisville 6. This is SMU football from Learfield.
Big trip on the horizon? The Parking Spot gets you going faster. The Parking Spot is a simpler, easier way to navigate airport parking. When you book online, you save money and are guaranteed a spot. We'll pick you up at your trunk in our yellow and black spotted shuttles, help you with your bags, and take you straight to the terminal. Parking and saving come full circle at the Parking Spot. Get going faster with the Parking Spot. Visit theparkingspot.com to reserve your spot.
Herman Marshall Whiskey, one of North Texas's oldest distilleries that includes a portfolio of aged bourbon rye and single malts built from the grain up with locally sourced Texas ingredients. Make sure and visit our new historic downtown Wiley tasting room and distillery for live entertainment and that true Texas whiskey tasting experience. Available at your nearest liquor store or via their website at hmwhiskey.com. Let's whiskey.
It's finally time for some Mustangs football, y'all. Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue has the perfect spot and best patio in town, featuring a 14-foot LED wall, perfect for all the game day action. Head over to Ozona and yell at the TVs while enjoying some great West Texas favorites and drinking some ice cold drinks. Don't forget about happy hour from 4 to 7 Sunday through Friday with $1 off all bar drinks and complimentary chips and salsa. Ozona Grill and Bar on Greenville Avenue and online at ozonagrill.com.
If you feel like you're getting sacked by your current electricity provider, Rhythm Energy is here to help. They're bringing good energy to the Mustang Nation by offering 100% green electricity plans. And after you sign up for their Pony Up 12 plan, you'll get $100 in bill credits. Go to gotrhythm.com/SMU for this deal, just for Mustangs fans. Terms and conditions apply.
SMU Mustangs football on the ticket.
The ticket.
Over 50, nearing retirement. Pony up to this 2-night retirement planning class that's quietly educating thousands of retirees and pre-retirees. Retirement Planning University, now live at SMU. Go to retirementplanninguniversity.com. That's retirementplanninguniversity.com. See website for disclosures. The SMU Mustangs have been rolling today to the tune of a 31-6 lead against Louisville with 8:12 to play in this game. SMU has outgained them 413 to 169. It has been domination for SMU.
And Kevin Jennings and company come back out. KJ's thrown for 297, 3 scores, and he's run for a 4th touchdown. First down and 10. The Mustangs at their own 35-yard line with 8:12 to play. And the 31-6 advantage.
I would be okay if Charlie Pfizer finished out this game.
I was looking to see who might come out. You know, you've got a little roster management going here. Ty Hawkins has already played in 4 games, so you would burn his red shirt if he plays again. First and 10 at the 35, and Jennings going to go with a pop pass. R.J. Maryland running right, and he's able to turn the corner 35 and dives to the 40-yard line. A pick up a 5 on the play.
Nice to get R.J. a touch right there. Hasn't done quite as much in the air as you might expect in a game like this. 2 for 17.
And I think they just let Kevin stay in to have a 300-yard day to give him 3 in a row, and Charlie Pfizer is coming in after Pfizer played for the first time in his career last week in mop-up duty against Boston College. Charlie Pfizer out of Pulaski Academy in Arkansas. Kevin will end his day with 303 yards and 3 touchdowns. Second down and 4. SMU at their 41-yard line. Pfizer in a shotgun. I believe it's Shoddy Clayton Johnson at running back.
Boy, Rhett Lashley's not very happy. He disgustedly motioned for a timeout.
SMU, their first timeout of the half. This is a 30-second timeout.
We'll keep it right here during the timeout. So last week, Charlie Pfizer, who runs scout team every single day, he throws more passes than anybody else does on the SMU practice field because he takes all the scout team reps. Played the 4th quarter last week, or 2 weeks ago in the win at Boston College, went 3 for 3 for 26 yards. And it looks, again, I always like to point this out. He has an extremely important role here because he has to play 12 different offenses every year. Every week he runs the other team's offense and has to give the defense good looks. Second down and 4 upcoming from the 41 for SMU with 7:24 to play, up 31-6. Trip Reardon tight to the left-hand side, handoff to Clayton Johnson. Up the middle, has a first down. He stumbles forward to the 46-yard line with a pickup of 5. Plenty of other backups in here. Andrew Chambly at right tackle. Abel Ho'opi'i is the right guard. The center is Graham Uter. The left tackle is still Savion Bird. The left guard is Paris Patterson, who has come in. Dylan Goffney is on at wide receiver. Link Rhodes is in there as well. And Trip Reardon, the tight end, as for the second week in a row, getting to empty the bench here in the 4th quarter.
Empty the bench, and I don't think many, when this season began, would point to a game like Louisville where, you'd be able to empty the bench.
First down and 10, SMU from their 47 with 6:40 to play. Pfizer out of a pistol, hands it to Clayton Johnson, running left to the 50, and he'll be snowed under there. Pick up a 3 for Shoddy. Good to see him back. You know, he was getting his first extended time 2 weeks ago at Boston College and got hit hard along the sideline, came out of the game, did not return. Shoddy, a guy who was added late to the roster
Officials
in
timeout
October.
for defensive player injury.
We do have A.J. Green down again for the Louisville defense with 6:23 to play. Mustangs up 31-6.
I think I heard a Charlie Pfizer chant from the students a second ago. About that.
You know they love the walk-ons. You see it in basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing bigger than the other night when they got to get in Trey Utter and Nicolo Kalisher-Stork.
And I don't know that Andy Enfield turns to the bench and does that without the students behind him. I think he kind of felt obligated. But I love how Andy the other day turned and gave somebody a high five during the game.
Last night.
Was that last night? I think it was last night.
I know last night he didn't completely empty the bench because we had to sneak in 2 more steals in the last minute for B.J. Edwards to come up with the very unusual triple-double of points, assists, and steals. He had the 6th triple-double in SMU basketball history. And what might be more amazing about that fact is half of those triple-doubles were by Gerald Lewis in one season. In about a month's time, he had 3.
Yeah, that's 3 in like 8 games, an 8-game span.
Something like that. For BJ, it was, again, with the points, 23 or 24 he had 12 assists and 10 steals. And Andy Enfield did confirm for us he'd never had a player with a triple-double with steals.
Wow.
That's hard to do.
It is. And hey, we had a pretty good crowd, too, last night. I thought for a Friday night during high school football, playoffs are going on right now. Pretty good crowd at Moody.
We'll be back on Monday night, right? Monday night?
Yes.
Things are
Radford.
Against Radford at 7 o'clock at Moody Coliseum.
Coach Chu, former assistant to Andy Enfield last year, taking over the head coaching duties over there at Radford.
He was the analytics guy for us last season. And, by the way, basketball this evening, SMU and North Texas women at 6 o'clock at Moody Coliseum. We'll all be in the house for that.
And by the way, we were talking about Charlie Pfizer. It's interesting. You look at Charlie and the 5,000 yards he threw as a senior in high school, 56 touchdowns. Number 2 in the nation, as you talked about. Hey, we saw him in camp. Looked pretty good, I thought, for a number 3.
2nd and 7 at midfield. Pfizer out of the shotgun with Clayton Johnson to his right. Clock starts when they spot it ready for play, so he's going to let some time run. And they'll hand this one to Shotty Clayton Johnson. Patient run to the right, 45, breaks through to the 40, to the 30, to the 20. Clayton Johnson to the 10, and touchdown SMU. Shotty Clayton Johnson, his 2nd touchdown run of the year, and it's a 50-yarder.
It was a big one. Gap scheme action. That's just an old-fashioned GH counter right there, and you got to like the fact that the guys in front of you are pulling like they're serious, and boy, they were on that one. That's a nice run, too, after he kind of broke free, and the SMU Mustangs using some backups. Paris Patterson did a great job of pulling right there to block on that counter, and he's one of the big reasons why they were able to get the touchdown.
Here we go again. Barefoot kicking Stone Evie. Made one. He's got a sock on, but he will kick for the 2nd time for the 2nd week in a row. The hold is down. Kick is on the way, and that one is good. Stone Evie 2 for 2 on his PATs this year, and it's 38-6 SMU on top of Louisville. 5:58 to go.
He was excited too, and Nate Anderson, I believe, goes over there and gives him a high five down there as soon as he made it. Boy, he looks good down there kicking.
Stone has to be the biggest kicker in the nation, right? 6'5", 260. Mountain man look he has too, by the way. Little 3-month-old baby too.
It's nice. Nice to see him, become such a big part of what we're doing this year.
Boy, he's had a ton of lead blocks here this afternoon. It's one of the reasons SMU's run for 175 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground.
I look back at his season, and there have been a couple of games too where he's blocked well and solid wham blocks. I thought he had a great kick out too against TCU on a key play, but even going back to Missouri State, he blocked well blind side in pass protection in that ball game early. Talking about Stone Evie, the Flower Mound native, 6'5", 260, as you mentioned, 5th-year senior, one of 30 that we're celebrating today.
Keltner to kick off. And that'll be caught at about the 2-yard line. Coming up to the 15, 20, 25. Whoa, big hit. Ball out. Jaden Milner-Jones popped that ball free. The Mustangs may have pounced on it at the 27-yard line. They signaled it is Louisville football. That was a big hit from Jaden Milner-Jones, and That return was by Braxton Jennings, who's been their third running back today, and guess what? He's going off to the sideline holding his arm, looking like he's hurt too.
Hey, we were looking at some numbers just a second ago, Rich, and noticing, you and I had a conversation before the game. What was the mark you really wanted us to get to before this game in terms of yards per carry? 3.8, I think you.
Well, Louisville only gives up an average of 3.4.
And you said, can we get? I said, yeah, we can get there. 5.1 we're averaging today.
Certainly have gotten there. Brady Allen is on at quarterback again. He's under center on 1st and 10 from his 27. Handoff running left, now running right, now back left, 40, 45, 50, and that's going to be Sean Boykins, a redshirt freshman. Very unusual running back number of 89, and he runs it up to the SMU 47-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 16.
College football is so strange these days, and you just go back to earlier this month on November the 1st at Virginia Tech, and
on 1st down and 10 at the SMU 47, Boykins with a handoff coming left, and he'll be tackled at about the 43 of SMU, a pickup of 4.
I mean, Louisville's rolling. At that point, they had won 7 games and lost 1. They were 7-1 going into the Cal game at home, and then Cal comes up and beats them 29-26. Wheels come off against Clemson in the kicking game. They lose that game by 1, and now here they are. They're down to a 3rd-string quarterback, about a 5th-string running back. Man, things change in a hurry.
2nd down and 6. Boykins with a handoff up the middle to the 41-yard line. And Sael Reyes in there on the tackle for SMU. Also, the Mustangs have at linebacker Xavier Wright. Looks like got Javion Holiday at corner. And club hand and all, you've got Tyron Polley out there again at safety. Speedy Nettles has come on. We've got Jalen Moses at safety. Blake Burris, Wu Spencer, Billy Walton on that defensive line. It's 3rd down and 4 for Louisville at the 31. Back to pass across the middle. That's going to be a 1st down to the SMU 35 and down to the 34-yard line for Chris Hughes. Zakai Barker in there on the side.
Well-executed toss to Hughes, who had 1 catch in the Clemson game. That's just his 8th grab on the season. Mustangs with a good bull rush of 4. Almost got to the quarterback. Just dumps it across the zone.
1st and 10 at the SMU 34. Play action. They go up top here, and it's intercepted. Stepping right in front of the receiver is Tyron Polley. 2 weeks in a row with a cast on his right hand. He makes interceptions.
This guy, Tyron Polley, hey, we talked about how he really surfaced as being maybe the player of the game defensively, but man, he was all over the place. Elite tackling last week, rallied to the ball, took the big hit on the interception. Remember the interception last week? He took the big hit. I was just proud that he held on to the football, has the interception here. Does this guy not have a bright future ahead here?
Well, and it's a spot where you kind of been sitting there wondering, you're going to lose both Amon Moses and Isaiah Wachovia, 2 dudes that have done a lot for this SMU team, and you got one safety, it looks like, has got a great chance. Tyron Polley, the true freshman out of Duncanville High School, with another interception.
Hey, I love the fact that he's able to tackle so well on an island. He's really, really good. Really bright future for this freshman from Duncanville.
Charlie Pfizer at quarterback on 1st down and 10 from his 17, and they go with a pop pass coming from left to right. I believe that is it's Keaton Cheeves. Keaton Cheeves on the catch there on the pop pass for a gain of 4.
Well, he took a hard hit and blew right through it. Really good job by Cheeves.
2nd down and 6 at the 21-yard line. I know his dad's happy to hear that one right there.
Yes, Brad
We know Brad Cheeves very well. 2nd down and 6, SMU at the 21-yard line with 3:15 to go, leading 38-6 over Louisville.
Love that family. Brad's the kind of guy, you leave the room and he's just so uplifting. Always great to see Brad. We saw him the other day, in fact.
2nd down and 6 from the 21-yard line for SMU. Pfizer out of his shotgun, hands it to Shouty Clayton Johnson, and not a lot of room there as he runs up to the 23-yard line, picking up a couple. It'll be 3rd down and about 4 for SMU.
It's so valuable to be getting some of these guys like Adam Moore time here because, things go, and when you play tight games all the time, you're not able to use as much bench, and this is just valuable experience for a lot of these young guys that don't play that much, and you just never know when you're just one injury away from needing these guys.
Drew Hill has come in on the offensive line, along with Sione Mayau It'll be 3rd down and 4 at the 23-yard line for SMU. They'll have to hurry up out of the huddle. They have 6 when they come up to the line of scrimmage. And now the umpire's holding things up for a late change. And SMU got to call a timeout to avoid the penalty.
Timeout, SMU. This is a 30-second timeout.
2:09 to go, 38-6. SMU has the lead over Louisville. The Mustangs have gained 484 yards. That was after going for 574 last week, and they've allowed only 208